What it good be? Hopefully it's what it still be. It's your boy N-O-R-E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
This motherfucking Drink Chaps Harry out. Make some noise! Right now, when you think of hip hop, you think of hip hop royalty. You think of a guy who had a record label back then, who had so many artists, who broke so many artists, who stood the test of times. I heard through the grapevine that he might have been the first one to sample. We're gonna get to that. I heard through the grapevine that he was the guy who discovered Rakim. I heard through the grapevine that this guy has been countless. When you think of like the first CEOs and the first, you know what I'm saying? He has to be up there with it, like where you see a black person
together and shit.
A company. The first time we ever heard of a black person owning a company, a record label at this time at least. If you don't know who the hell we talking about motherfucking legendary Marley Marl.
Legend, y'all.
So let me just take it from the beginning. You got one roll, Diego? Let's take it from the beginning. How did you even come across music? Fell in love?
Well, basically, I was a DJ out there playing in Queensbridge in the park. We used to do jams in the park, and I was the dude in Queensbridge coming out every weekend. Right. So at that point, one day I had the musician cats come. They was down one side. It was like around the time when hip hop was just bubbling. So what really happened was like I had the band plug into my system, my boy Andre, and then the next day the musicians started coming to my house. So I was already the DJ. Now I got the musician cats from the neighborhood.
Like guitars,
keyboard players,
everything.
Everybody that started coming to my house because I had a big system. And that's how I kind of caught the bug to become more than just a DJ, because I was already a DJ. I want to be that special DJ that had special powers, and when I say special powers, it means like special mixes that nobody got, something special. And that's that's when I first caught the bug.
So let me ask, because on Shan's record he says hip hop started out in the park.
He said hip hop, it was set out in the dark.
Set out in the dark.
But before he said that, I said I'm going to tell you a story about where we come from. So let's make that clear. This was our neighborhood story.
Right.
That was a tape floating around the neighborhood, and that's how the bridge got started from. It was like a neighborhood tape.
Right.
And nobody was trying to say, yo, hip hop started from that record, or we started hip hop. We say we're going to tell you something about where we come from.
Right.
Who were you guys looking up to at that point in hip hop?
Well, the only people we was looking up to was probably cats from the hood that we was able to see. Because
So nobody outside of the hood?
Not really, because I was really young, and so I was too young to go to see Bambaataa when he came to Queensbridge. So there was, that was the other generation before me, if you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I was looking up to the cats in the neighborhood like Dr. Bob Lee, like Jappy Jap, who's on the record.
Jappy Jap.
You know what I mean? Gas, my brother Larry Loud was the DJ, and the mastermind that put it all together, the electronical wizard, his name was T-Tom.
Right. Now, was that the first record that came from Queensbridge?
Oh, nah.
What was other records?
Yeah, what's funny about how hip hop sits with Queensbridge, before hip hop, there was like a whole disco era out. And there was cats from Queensbridge like the Andre Booths, the Darryl Paynes, the Michael Baileys. They had records on the radio already.
Wow.
Now, those was the cats that I was looking at.
Right.
Maybe that's why I became a producer, because I'm looking at these cats walking around the hood and they got records on the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Darryl Payne wrote most of all of every disco era song out, Thanks to You and stuff like that.
Right.
Andre Booth, he had This Beat Is Mine back in the day. So, I'm walking around as a little kid in Queensbridge. These cats got records on the radio already. So I had like a bar to catch up to, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Because all the band cats was already famous. And had records out. So I was like, okay, all right, that's real good.
So what was your first record you would say was successful?
My first successful record?
Yeah.
I would probably say Mama Said Knock You Out.
That's a huge record, though. That is a huge record.
That's what I'm trying to say, because with me, I've been on both sides.
Right.
I've been in the beginning of hip hop. We made a lot of attempts to do things that's neighborhood favorites, but it ain't generating publishing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would say that was one, like a big record for me. That Around the Way Girl.
That transcended.
I believe when I got to that point.
Round the way, girl. You gotta shake your I'm sorry. The kid came out of me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's Queens right there. That's
Queens. That's Queens for real.
Day. But I say all of that to say that, for me to even to rise up to be able to make that record, it was all in the making. I look at my whole earlier career was getting me ready for something kind of big. I was just, it was kind of sparring. I'm doing records. We making history. We changing how people produce. But I just look at it for me sparring to get to something that I needed to get to make an album like that with LL. Every track, if you know what I mean. To make an album like that and to make it successful and to be what it is and to sit in people's minds and psyches like that, I had to get ready for that.
Right.
So every record I made up to that point led up to that.
Now, in the Shante movie, right?
Yeah.
You was actually producing in Queensbridge? Because that's what you was producing in Queensbridge, and she walked by, and was that accurate?
Yeah,
it was close. It was very close. My window didn't face that way, but,
Right.
But it was kind of like that because I already knew she was like a freestyle king in Queensbridge, like her, Shan, this cat named Infinite, and a bunch of them used to be just on the block freestyling, going at it, blah, 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 blah. And they used to always have a crowd. Sometimes I would walk through like, damn, this little chick is killing these cats out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, one day I told, I had that Roxanne beat, and she had an idea to do something, and I seen her that day. I was like, yo, blah, 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 blah. She's like, yo, I'm gonna put my clothes in the spin cycle.
So all that was actually
that was real talk. She ran down the laundry, threw it in the thing, ran upstairs, did one take, and broke out.
Get the fuck out of here.
One day. History.
One take.
Whoa.
That was one take, and she did it. Wow. And that's.
And she wasn't even taking it serious. She didn't even know.
Right. We didn't know. We didn't know because
she hadn't done records yet to that point.
I really didn't because most of my earlier joints was not supposed to be records. Like I said, I want to be that magical DJ with something special.
Right.
So my first recording that I was working with before was Sucker DJs. I only did that because Sucker MCs was out. I wanted a special version that only I had.
Right.
Only that special
like dub
version.
plates.
Right, a dub plate.
Right.
Something special. With the chick talking about is Sucker DJs. You know what I'm saying? And pumping me up. So I was like a dub plate. Most of my earliest songs wasn't ever supposed to be songs. They was supposed to be something special for me, but the public grabbed onto it.
Now is it true you just discovered Rakim?
I wouldn't say I discovered Rakim. Rakim came to the crib with Eric B.
In Queensbridge?
Yeah, in Queensbridge. I was living on 12th Street, in that same apartment where we did the Shante record.
And you're from 12th Street?
I'm from Vernon.
You're from Vernon, okay.
Of Vernon, but my sister had an apartment. You know how Queensbridge is. She gave me the apartment. It was like, the rent was like $110 a month. Okay. You know what I mean? So I just used to pay that for the year. And just, rent a crib and, have free electricity. And and just, just go in and just make joints. Right. That was her apartment. And that was the real.
And Rakim came there?
And Rakim came.
And no one knew who Rakim was.
Now check this out now. At first, I believe Freddie Fox was supposed to show up. Bumpy Knuckles. And he didn't show up. So we're looking at E like, yo, Eric, where's your man? He's like, no, don't worry, I got somebody coming tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. And bang, then Rakim came.
Wow.
Now you gotta think about it.
Names he's throwing out.
Now Rakim comes, and Rakim wanted to go slower. He wanted to rhyme slow. Because you gotta think about it, before he got to my house, I was already dabbling a little with Kane, dabbling a little with G Rap. So they wasn't making WAP music, to say the least.
And they wasn't signed to you at that time, Kane and G Rap?
Kane, this is after they got with the label, but Kane was always business writer.
Okay,
so he was always lurking around.
Right.
He was always hanging around. You know what I mean?
You know what the crazy? And make sure we get back to this point. Yeah. You know the crazy thing is, Biz Markie is probably the only person who's probably up front that he had a ghostwriter. Him and Eazy-E, and no one cared.
Right.
So from the beginning, Kane was writing Biz rhymes.
I think Biz wrote his earlier stuff, but the stuff that really makes sense, you can obviously tell.
Like even picking boogers, I didn't even think Kane had a personality like that. Like I didn't even think
Kane talked about it a lot.
Yeah, he talked about that on the show with us.
Yeah. Kane was dope. You know, we're gonna get into Kane in a minute because
Yeah.
you asked me about Kane. He's definitely the one that changed rap and did something crazy with rap.
Wow.
And made me better.
Okay, so let's stay on Rakim then, right? Because so Rakim comes now. Is it true that Eric B for President was actually Tragedy's record?
That was actually a record called Stun of the Block.
Wow.
But it didn't have that bass line. It was the same drums.
Okay.
So what I did when he had the idea to use that, I was like, oh, let me strip the track of Stun of the Block and just keep the drums and let's add do 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 do, and I played that over and that became Eric B as President.
Okay, so that's hard. Let's make some noise for that. That's hard, goddammit. So Rakim comes to the crib. Y'all, Freddie Fox was supposed to be there, but y'all record something that day?
Yeah, we made My Melody first.
Wait, in Queensbridge? My Melody was made in
made
Queensbridge?
in the living room in Queensbridge.
Yo!
And Eric B as President was made in the living room in Queensbridge.
And oh my
the same living room where Shante made her
Yo, you gotta buy
Does that
that.
have a credit on the record?
You gotta buy that apartment and just make that a studio, my dude.
You know what I mean?
Yo, that's
Holy
crazy.
shit! I would have never thought. I would have thought that was the one and only record, like you and Shante, like as the. So there was other people coming to that house.
Oh yeah.
And this was the house on 12th Street. You said.
The house on 12th Street.
41st side,
41st side.
41st side. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fucking Mobb Deep
That's what I'm
side.
trying to say. Now, Havoc lived in the next building.
Right, and Capone lives right
That's
there.
what I'm trying to say. Capone was right across.
Yeah, Capone's across.
from
Whoa.
him.
So hold up. Now I'm fucked up. Now I feel like I don't even know my own childhood right now. Oh my God, because Capone building right here. Then you say in the building right before Havoc building right there?
Havoc building was here. I was the building around that corner.
Wow.
Capone building was straight across.
Wow. And Jesus, Havoc and them was like kids at this
no
time,
doubt.
right?
Well, Havoc and him, his uncle used to be blasting the music out the window.
Wow.
It wasn't even Havoc yet. You know what I mean? And I used to battle him. I'm playing beats out the window. He's playing music. So I would play loud sometimes. He would play. And
So what made you say, let me get out of the bridge? Like, because such as these great things has happened. It's still the projects, mind you.
I got a little too famous.
Okay.
Because people started like
Showing up to the crib.
showing up, hanging out. in the
Demos
hood.
was coming crazy.
And girls was coming out there getting mistreated, trying to meet me. I was like, let me get out of here before somebody get hurt.
You don't want some champagne?
I'm like, hell yeah, I do.
Come on, let's do it. My bad.
But I had to get up because it started getting a little crazy with me living out there.
Right.
People used to be waiting in front of the building for me to come home.
What was the
around.
very moment where you was like, this is it? Salute, man. A motherfucking Marley Marl, nigga. Thank you for being here. Salute, everybody.
There it is.
When was that one moment where you was like,
The moment came, some girl came to Queensbridge. She must have really wasn't, she wanted to meet me. She was like intrigued by me.
Right.
And
you got the flat top at the time?
yeah, no doubt.
That's right.
I just started making records.
4-finger rings yet?
Yeah, no, I never bought rings and chains.
No, okay, all right, cool, go ahead.
Cars and houses.
Okay, all right, that was your thing, okay.
But a girl got really, like, they disrespected this chick because she was trying to meet me. She just came out there to meet me. Like, oh, we can take you to him, man. Come. But first you got to do this. Oh, you got to do this. You got to do this. And then I started hearing the story. I was like, yo, I got to get out of here because, that could happen.
Yeah.
And
you could get blamed for it.
And I could get blamed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She came out there to meet me and, they just did whatever. This is the hood back then. It's the 80s. So they just did whatever. And I heard about the story and I was like, I gotta move right now because somebody could get hurt.
Right, yeah, no.
It definitely was, it was crazy at that point.
Did you always know Queensbridge was a special place? Because everybody likes to think your hood is you like to think your hood is the best hood in the world, but reality of it, everyone around the world thinks like that. Yeah. When you actually thought like that and you guys made the bridge, did you actually was really knowing that Queensbridge is one of those most special places on earth?
I kind of felt it. It was something special because Queensbridge is set right across from Manhattan.
It's damn.
So you can see success over there.
You can see the money. Yep.
You can see the money.
Inspiration.
My windows faced Manhattan.
Wow.
When I was a kid, they didn't face the hood. A lot of my friends whose windows faced inside the hood,
Different
they
mentality.
didn't think about going over there. I saw the lights in Manhattan. I want to be over there. What the fuck's going on over there? I want to be over there. So my whole thing as a kid was looking out the window because I lived on Vernon, looking straight over the park.
Yep,
the
that's
trees wasn't
park,
even
right?
that high yet.
Yep, okay.
So I'm seeing straight across past Roosevelt. I'm
Yep.
seeing the skyline and the bridge going on the side.
Right.
I want to be over there where the lights is at.
Right.
And that inspired me to run to them lights.
Right. Man, that's crazy, man. That makes some noise, sure. That's crazy. So I want to dip back into the Roxanne movie a little bit. So when did you have approval of anything of this?
For her movie?
Yeah,
Nah,
like
she did her thing. That was her
Consulting,
story.
That was her story.
Yeah, she did her thing. That was
Yeah.
strictly her story. And I mean, I'm glad she was able to tell her story because
Right.
I didn't know it was that deep like that.
Right.
I didn't know. And I was there.
Like the other personal stuff you didn't know.
Right, the personal stuff.
Right.
I didn't know it was that deep.
Right.
So I'm glad she got to tell her story.
Right.
Because, you survive abuse like that. That's
Right,
you
yeah.
got a strong person.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't
and
know
then
that
keep your
neither.
face going,
Yeah.
with everybody else and everything is going on and people looking
That's
up
true.
to you in a way. So, I got to commend her for that. And she got to tell her story.
Right.
That opens the door for me to tell mine.
Right.
People
Right.
don't want mine yet.
Yeah. Because this is one time, I think she was on tour. She kind of tried to make you look bad. Was that? Did you can you want to explain that?
I think, what was that?
I think she was on tour, and they said that
And the promoters,
The promoter.
and the manager stole the money.
yeah.
And
Oh, it's in the movie.
It's in the movie.
Yeah.
So I mean, she didn't make me look bad because I didn't steal the money.
Right.
The manager stole the money.
Right.
And he
Was it
came
like
out
that
and
back then, though?
I mean, it was. You got to think. We was like in the early part of hip hop, so nobody knew what the hell we was doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody's like, we was flying from the seat of our pants,
Make it
just
up
making
while you
it
go.
happen.
Right.
Right.
Next thing you know, she came to my house and recorded that freestyle one take joint. Like 2-3 weeks later, we on private planes going to do shows.
Woo!
Crazy.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's 3 shows in 3 different states, so we need like a private situation to move around that day. And it's like 3 weeks later.
Right.
You get
3
what I'm
weeks
saying?
later
So-
after recording the record.
Right.
God damn.
So we didn't know what the hell we was
That's
doing.
crazy.
Right.
It got real popular real quick.
Right. Because that was like I don't want to say the beginning of hip hop, but that was like the stages of hip hop actually finding success, and actually starting to be on the radio. Because then from there that led to you going on the radio, correct?
When Mr. Magic.
Mr. Magic.
Actually,
Shout
I
out to Mr.
played
Magic.
her freestyle, the Roxanne freestyle on Mr. Magic's WHBI show.
Wow.
Back in the day at one time.
Wow.
And it was like a week before Christmas, so
Right.
it was just crazy that the record company that grabbed the record, they had records out by Christmas. They had records out in 7 days all over the country. It was
on
it was like everything just meshed up right.
Right.
If you know what I mean. Everything meshed up. They ran with the cassette we played from. I didn't even mix the record down to master. I played it. Check this out. I played it on our show, and we recorded our show playing the record, and gave them that tape, and they made the records off that.
So a recording of a recording is the wax?
A recording from the radio was
Right.
the wax. Yeah. That's why it goes. Oh my goodness, because Magic was talking shit over it on the radio, and the record came out like that, and they got it out in 7 days, and it probably did really well because it was all over the place. Rap was new, Roxanne was dope at the time, and then here comes the female. You see how many other records came out after that trying to be Roxanne's whatever,
Yeah.
but it was already too late.
Right.
If you know what I mean. That's
Right.
when I realized that I had something. Because if everybody was following like that, I was
Right.
like, ooh, I gotta make more joints.
Right.
They following.
Right.
So I gotta move on this. And that's when I really discovered with the success of that. I was like, wow, I started doing shows, when we came out to Miami, we was all over the place with Shante.
Right.
We used to have the little 808 drum machine. And this is before Luke Skywalker was doing
Two Live Crew. Yeah.
This one, it was like, he had the DJs.
Ghetto style DJs.
Ghetto style DJs
Yeah.
back in the day. I mean, believe me, I was
They was killing it.
People could lie, but the timeline don't.
Nah,
Right.
for sure.
If you know what
Yeah,
I mean.
yeah.
So I came out here with an 808,
Yeah.
and we put it on some bass speakers they had. Was good. he used to have the ghetto style DJs.
Killing
used to
it.
have a crazy system.
Sound system was insane.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know that. They used to have like a warehouse. It was like a.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm lost, by the way.
Yeah, it's like Luke before he got famous.
Yeah.
They used to throw these parties, ghetto style DJs, and it was like big supermarkets,
Yep.
but it was a club, and they had these big, huge sound system speakers as tall as you could see. So one day I went out there with my 808. She used to do her freestyle, and time can't lie, timeline can't lie.
Right.
People do, straight up. So I came out here with the 808, put that shit on, boom. Motherfuckers was like, what the fuck? Everybody ran and looked because he had the big system. Hey, I come with an 808. Next thing you know, a few years later, Miami got bass.
Right.
So I could have been the one that brought the bass to Miami.
Woo!
With the 808 with Shante back in the day. Because everybody ran to look and see what the hell I was doing.
Right. Because they were just playing the records. You came and played original records that played the 808.
No, I brought the 808 drum machine.
Oh, the drum
I had
machine,
the actual
and
drum
did it
machine.
right there.
Plugged it into their system.
Oh, my
and she was
God.
doing a freestyle. And boom. Everybody's like, what the fuck is that? Oh, shit. So,
Now, how did you meet Biz Markie?
Biz, he was another person that came out to Queensbridge to meet me.
Okay.
And so he hung out there for about a week.
In Queensbridge.
Yeah, he just was hanging out. He was on Biz was like, hey, where?
You ain't recorded him in Queensbridge too?
I did.
You
yeah.
did? Which
Yes, I
record?
did.
Which record? Bro?
Nobody Beats the Biz.
Nobody Beat the Biz came out of the bridge too?
yeah.
God, get the fuck!
Yeah.
Somebody gotta buy this apartment, my dude.
Right now, make it a museum.
Somebody gotta buy this
You know what I'm saying?
apartment.
So he came. He was like that girl, but he came out to Queensbridge, but he was a guy hanging out. So he hung out on 12th Street. Yo, where that Marley nigga at? Yo, he over here. Yeah. So he hanging with them for a few days. Then he go on this block. Where that Marley nigga? He hanging with them, just staying on the block overnight, whatever. Next thing you know, like about the 4th day or 5th day, somebody said, yo, it's a nigga in the hallway beatboxing. And I was like, I don't want to hear no beatbox ass nigga right now. Buffy's out. Dougie Fresh.
Yeah.
Everybody, ain't no room for that right now. But it's like, yo, but he nice. I was like, all right, let me go see him. As soon as that nigga went, nigga, come to my house tomorrow. Tomorrow. And we made a quick demo the next, that very next day, which was Make the Music.
Now, cause Biz, like I always say I want to play Biz in a movie, right? You know what I'm saying? Because he brung comedy. Like that's something that I admire about hip hop. I just always felt like hip hop was so serious. Like so all my videos are always like try to do some type of comedic thing. How did you know that about Biz? Like did you even know that? You knew that?
I recognized it when I saw him on stage. Because he used to, once he started working with Shante, then they started doing little routines. And I started seeing, yo, he kind of nice, but he ain't rough like everybody else we fucking with.
Right.
G Rap will kill you with the lyrics back in them days. And even Shan was nice.
Right.
Shan was kind of nice back in the day,
Right.
if you know what I mean. So when Biz came, he had some fun.
Right.
He was always joking in the studio, so his rhymes we kind of never took serious because he's kind of joking and laughing and all that. And, so he started bringing the comedic side out of us.
But because Kane wrote Nobody Beats the Biz as well, or no?
Nah.
That was Biz solo.
Wait for my movie, you'll see.
Okay. I feel like Marty's about to say, nigga, I wrote it. Like, go ahead.
Wait for the movie.
Yeah. That's what. So you.
Because I do have the original demo.
Wow.
That somebody else did the verses.
Hey, you'll wait for the movie, you'll see.
Wow. That's ill. That's hip hop history right here. I'm gonna have to ask you to drink, Marley. But throw it out there, my brother. You gotta have a drink with us, brother. Come on. All right. Woo. So what else was recorded in the bridge before we move on?
Of course, the bridge record was.
Of course.
You know that. Marley Scratch was recorded in the bridge. Of course, we know Eric B. is President and My Melody was made there. Roxanne, Shante. My early. Take It Off by Spoonie G was made there.
Woo.
I made that there. Take It Off by Spoonie G. What else?
So
So those are my earlier records.
How were you guys recording the vocals?
I had a 4-track with a bullshit mic with no.
A real 4-track with the real.
Yeah, 4-track.
Yeah.
First, my Marley Scratch was a 4-track cassette. Because I was already sampling. I already knew how to sample, so I was beating people already. I could have had a 2-track and still beat people.
Right.
Wow.
Because I was sampling, taking breaks. Nobody knew what the fuck I was doing.
Do you think you started sampling?
For hip hop breaks,
Yeah.
I don't know if I did or not, but I made that shit phone.
Yes, you did, bro.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, you did.
Because my brother and them, the High Fidelity crew from Queensbridge, they used to play a lot of breaks before I was a DJ. So I had access to their shit. Because my brother was one of the DJs. When he went to the service, I had access to all the shit they was playing.
Right.
So, Nobody Beats the Biz Beat was one of their records that they used to rock as a break beat.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Fly Like an Eagle, that's from their shit. You get what I'm saying? So I would take elements from my brother and them records and, make me seem older because it was shit that they used to rock before I was able to get on.
And what point is Juice Crew getting created in all this?
Now, Juice Crew, you gotta think, Sir Juice is Mr. Magic. A lot of people run up to me and say, Mr. Magic Marley Marl, but they calling me Mr. Magic Marley Marl. That's two people. A lot of people don't know Mr. Magic was the first person to play rap, period, on the radio.
On the radio,
and bring it mainstream too.
I used to get his compilations that used to come out.
Right.
Yeah.
He used to be on late night, playing the rap music, when nobody was even caring about it. You know what I mean? So he was the first rap DJ. When he went to BLS, that's when I got with him. I became the engineer all-star Marley Marl with the mixing gloves that I never wore.
So, how did you and Shan? Because Shan is from the Bridge too, obviously.
Shan's actually from Brooklyn.
What?
Shan's from Lefferts.
You all killing my childhood right now.
No, dead ass.
Where?
Shan's from Lefferts Boulevard or Lefferts Avenue in Brooklyn. But his mom's father was Gramps.
Yo, you're gonna a lot of people's childhood right now.
No, but dead ass though. His grandfather lived in QB. So he used to frequent it. After he started getting famous, he still started staying with his grandfather.
Wow.
But his first contracts that I got, it says Lefferts Boulevard.
Wow. So MC Shan is from Brooklyn this whole goddamn time? Marley, you bugging. Oh my God.
I tell you, this may be your most important show.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
This
hip hop history.
I would have never thought that. I would have never thought you would have said that just now, man.
This the head buster.
Well, big up Shan. You gotta have him on.
He did rap. He did rap for the hood.
Right.
He got our story told.
Yeah. So how does that happen? Because this is a legendary record. This is the whenever you Queensbridge, they gonna play this record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Bridge. The Brooklyn Bridge. You got. They telling a story about Nas. They tell a story about Mobb Deep. That's the first record they're gonna go to. So, how does this come about? Do you know you're gonna make the anthem for your hood for 30 fucking years to come?
Now check this out. It wasn't supposed to be a record. Like I said, nothing I made was supposed to be a record.
Something
for you to play.
That was supposed to be intermission music for Queensbridge Day in the park. That I could play in between the bands.
Wow.
Oh fuck.
So that was like a Queensbridge intermission record for us only. So I played it in the park, and I believe that year somebody got killed in the park too.
God bless.
God rest the dead.
Yeah.
Little Jose from 10th Street.
Right.
He got hit. But that's what it was. It was intermission music
Okay.
for in between, because the bands was hot. We wasn't nothing.
Right.
The bands was the shit.
So the record comes out. So what happens after the record is made? That's what I'm saying. Are you and Shan looking at each other like we got the anthem for the hood?
Nothing
or
he's saying. It's just the intermission.
Just the
It was
intermission.
intermission.
So
We made it 2 years before the public heard it.
okay.
It was already floating around the hood, heavy. My nephew leaked it out. Frito leaked it out to the hood.
Right.
And then like everybody had the tape. I was like, damn. And then, Lawrence and them was doing Beat Biter.
Right.
That's when Shan was going at LL.
Yeah.
And Lawrence was like, yo, put that on, he's from Philly. Put that joint on the B-side. I'm like, nah, man, that ain't no record. That's some shit we made in the house for Queensbridge Day. What you talking about? Nah, put it on the B-side. I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's let it go. It's already leaked out in the hood.
Right.
Next thing you know, me and Shan start doing crazy shows. You know the reaction. You get a hot joint. Next thing you know, your show appeals start going up, and that's why I knew that worked. We started getting crazy shows.
So, then you hit, what comes out after this? The Bridge is Over or the South Bronx?
South Bronx came out.
South Bronx came out.
Because
Okay.
Magic. See, KRS-One and them was at Power Play while I was recording.
Power Play in Queens.
Yeah,
and
that's where they made Bridges Over.
they made no
Yes,
man,
they did.
Marley man.
Yes, they did.
Stop Marley.
They made that shit in Power Play up there.
Yo,
from
I
KRS-One.
think we talk about in the beat.
Here's what I'm mad at you, man.
yeah,
You
they did.
made the Bridges Over
They
10
made it.
blocks away.
They
But
made
let
it,
me
yeah.
explain. Let me explain
Okay.
this. Now, we was in the studio doing Bite This.
Okay, wait, hold on. But we talking
now-
about South Bronx or we talking about the Bridges Over right now?
We talking about
South
we
Bronx.
talking about
You said
the
South
whole-
Bronx came out.
He's saying
we talking about
everything.
we
The
going
evolution
into
of the
how-
situation.
Oh my God, oh my God. I
Yeah,
gotta
break it
relax.
down
This how-
completely.
Yeah,
for
break
us.
it down. Yeah.
Now,
Come on,
we
you
in
gotta take a
Power
drink though, Marley.
Now,
Come on.
we in Power Play
Come on, take a
Studio.
drink, man,
We in
please.
Power Play Studio, right? Making
Wait,
that
you
song Bite
in
This.
Power Play? Okay.
I'm in the A room.
Yes.
BDP's in the B room. They was, but check it
Boogie
out.
Down Productions,
Boogie Down
for anybody listening,
Productions,
you know.
because they wasn't even known nothing yet.
Yeah.
They just in there making demos,
Right.
just putting their money up, going in the lab, getting it together.
Right.
Now we in the studio, you know. Scott LaRock comes in the room. You know, Mr. Magic, pleased to meet you. Thank you. You know, blah blah blah. Could you please come in our room and listen to our shit and tell us what you think? So you know. And my Magic, like, I'll be in there later. Mr. Magic was very unruly. He was real mean to motherfuckers.
Right.
You know, God bless his,
God bless.
soul.
God
But
bless.
you know, he was one of them dudes that if
He knew he was a
didn't like you-
gatekeeper.
yeah. If he didn't like you, he'll tell you, yo man, what the fuck is wrong with your haircut, nigga? He's like that type of nigga.
okay. Big up Mr.
By the way, he
Magic.
did say that to Kane. That's
Oh,
why,
shit.
That's why the hair went up. You see
Oh,
the
shit.
high top.
Oh,
But
shit, okay.
Now, Mr. Magic said, yo, Marley. Now, this is, you know, I'm just Magic's engineer DJ.
How old are you at that time?
Could be about 17, 18 or
Okay.
some shit.
Right.
I'm mad skinny because I ain't make money yet. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like anorexic. He's like, yo, come with me, man, in the room and listen to these niggas shit. I was like, all right, bet, let's go. So now we go in the room, they put on some song. They all going, they jumping all crazy around the room. Mr. Magic's looking around. He just goes over to the volume knob, turn that shit down. Boom. Now you know how it is in the studio when it just gets silent.
Right.
He looked there and said, yo, that shit is bullshit.
To KRS-One?
Yeah.
And Scott
to
LaRock.
all those
Oh.
motherfuckers, the whole crew, it was like a whole room full of motherfuckers. It was just me and Magic.
Right.
And they could have just started squaring off if it was real like that. But I guess it wasn't. Because that was a square off moment.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Disrespectful.
Yeah, it was real disrespectful. Yo,
Right.
that's bullshit.
Right.
He said, yo, you want real hip hop? MC Shan, Roxanne Shante, Marley Marl, Mr. Magic. Man, get the fuck out of here. He just walked out the room on these niggas.
What did you think of the record though?
It wasn't what it didn't have the energy of what we made them come out with. It wasn't South Bronx.
Okay.
If you know what I mean. It wasn't nothing like the album. They regrouped they shit.
So they didn't play South Bronx? That wasn't the record?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah. They played some
Did that
other
record
shit.
ever come out? Did they
I
play?
don't know.
So you
I
guys
never heard no
ignited
more.
that
So
shit.
Mr. Magic is
Mr.
from
Magic
Queens?
Mr. Magic is from Brooklyn.
I thought Mr. Magic was from the
No,
Bronx always.
He's from Brooklyn, but he moved to the Bronx.
Okay.
But, and then after that put fuel in their shit. Now, he dissed us like that. So everybody he said in their face, they put on the record. Roxanne Shante is good for everybody.
Oh,
damn.
MC Shan, Marley Marl, Mr. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who he's put in their face, they dissed. You
They
know
might
what I'm
have
saying?
made that record that night.
They could have got the fuel that night to make it. Them niggas got the bridge out, man. Fuck that, South Bronx. So, and you know, that could have fueled that. But next thing I know, I hear South Bronx. And I'm like, to be honest, I was like, yo, niggas ain't gonna believe these niggas, man. Fuck them niggas. That's how I felt about it at first. Like, ain't nobody gonna believe them niggas, man. Because, you know, number one, we ain't say that. I ain't think people was that dumb, kind of, to believe that shit.
To believe what?
That he said that we said hip hop started in Queensbridge, but we didn't say that shit.
Right.
I'm like, We didn't even say that. Like, when people smarter than that, they ain't gonna believe that dumb shit. Because we never said that. Why would I believe this dude? Next thing you know, that shit became a hit. I'm like, that made me think that, damn, rap niggas is like kind of slow. Especially at that time. That made me really think that. I was like, yo, yeah. But you know, it's all good because, you know, we need the teacher in hip hop. Right. It was history, and I'm glad we made history. Absolutely. But in the beginning, I was like, I ain't think nobody was gonna believe that shit because we never said that. Right. And so Shan's like, yo, let's go back in the lab and let's go make Kill That Noise. You know, which I believe should have been like a 3-verse record or maybe 2 verses because the first 2 verses is hot and the track was kind of dope. Then they came back with The Bridge Is Over, which you know,
which is crazy.
Which was crazy. And so that day we rushed out of the studio when Magic dissed them. I leave my drum reel. My magical drum reel that made Eric B's president, that made Nobody Beats the Biz.
I don't know where you're going with this, Marley.
You saying they took
I don't know where you're going with this, Marley.
They take the box.
The drum.
They take the drum reel. And that's the drums on Bridges Over, kid. Pitched up one number on the SP12. They took my drum sound.
It was your ammunition against you.
Yeah. That's why that shit is so funky.
He's like, it's knocking. That's how he can like it.
My shit. That's my shit. That's why. Oh, well, they collide and say, yo, we took it from Eric B's president. That's my shit. That's why it sounds so motherfucking funky.
Wow.
I don't think Karis told us that part.
No, I don't think so neither.
Yeah, this is gonna be the most important show for y'all. I'm gonna even tell y'all some more.
I think he left.
You gotta leak your book on Drink Champs right now.
I think he left that part out. So The Bridge Is Over actually comes out. You said you don't believe this, but what was like the biggest backlash for that? Like, was it a moment where you felt uncomfortable, like? Because
I was serious. I wasn't fucking with them. Shan did tours with them and made commercials and all that. I was not.
But later, not during that time period.
That was a little after, because remember they had a Sprite commercial?
Yeah.
They asked me to be in a Sprite commercial. I was like, nah, I ain't fucking with that, man. Y'all go get that. Y'all go do that, because, you know, I was like, I wasn't fucking with them. For years and years, I ain't fuck with all that. I was like, I went and started producing G Rap. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
G Rap and Kane. I just went to the next level and shit. But you know, I never wanted to make money with it. I was like, man, go ahead with it. I didn't want to be in no commercials, none of that bullshit.
Was it a time where you like felt shaky because, you know, like when a person's like most of the time when you have good battles, like real good battles, they'll say that once a person leave, the other guy's finished. Like, was it ever a time you felt like that because of that record or no?
Nah, I felt that I had more in the bag.
Yeah, because you producer.
I had more in the bag. You know, I was already working with G Rap already. He was like on the low. We probably had a demo already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was already on, you know, and then Kane was hanging around. Right. You get what I'm saying? So I was like on the next phase already. So I let that one go to where it was going.
How are you now with KRS?
Oh, we made that album. One of his biggest selling albums. We made Hip Hop Lives. It's one of the biggest sellers. That's one of his biggest sellers. You know, that was years after, because I only did that because I read his bio. Because for years, I didn't, you know, I forgot about these niggas in the studio that day that Magic did.
right.
You get what I'm saying? He used to diss so many people. It was like just so regular. I don't remember him dissing these niggas at Power Play. But one day I read his bio and it said it in his bio, Mr. Magic dissed us at Power Play. And I was like, I remember that day. That's them niggas. So for years, all of years, I didn't know why they were so mad at us.
Right.
I was like, why these niggas mad at us, man? We killing shit out here.
Right.
Yo, we changing the game. What the fuck y'all mad at?
Makes sense.
You get what I'm saying? So I never fucked with them.
Right.
What the fuck y'all mad at? We slaying the game.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I never understood. So once I saw that years later, oh, that was them dudes. Now it all makes sense. Right. I saw Chris one day. I was like, yo, Chris, I didn't know y'all was them niggas that time in the studio. And me and him started laughing about it.
Right.
I said, yo, man, we should do something. And then we fucked around and, you know, did that album. But that's how that all happened. But, you know, I wasn't fucking with none of that shit back in the day. I took it very serious.
Right.
I took that shit very Vernon Boulevard, serious.
All right. Now, was it a rumor that Just Ice came to Queensbridge one day?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Anybody could come to Queensbridge.
Yeah, of
come
course.
Out in the morning time, 10 a.m.
Yeah, of course.
Thugs ain't out, niggas still sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm out here.
Yeah.
But it won't be in the, nobody gonna go start no shit in the
No, because I always thought that the beef was like respected. Like I always thought like Shan knew what it was and KRS knew what it was, so they, like you said, they was.
I think that's how
it ended up.
That's how it ended up.
But
because they started doing shows together.
Right.
They started doing the commercials and doing a lot of stuff.
But in the beginning, it was none of that.
Nah, I wasn't fucking with it. I never fucked with it at all.
Right.
I never.
You think you would have like it would have been violence if you would have like bumped into them?
I'd have the Queensbridge niggas with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm glad we got a.
I just think we brushing over Juice Crew like
No. We going back.
Y'all not like the Marvel comics of hip hop.
I think Juice Crew was like the epitome of like what the firm was supposed to be and like these other like certain things is supposed to be. But the Juice Crew was the first.
It inspired all that.
It's definitely a blueprint. It was a blueprint for what was next to come.
Even Cold Chillin was a blueprint for like Bad Boy and Cash Money Records.
Right.
Like,
And I didn't own Cold Chillin. I was a staff producer. I wasn't the owner of Cold Chillin.
Holy moly.
I was a staff producer.
I always thought you owned Cold Chillin, my dude.
You made a lot of money over there.
Let me tell you what my first job with Cold Chillin, I was a staff producer. So they would have, I would pop up with the artists and go in the studio. I was making $65,000 a year the first year. Right. Then when we got with Warner Bros, started making $200,000 a year. But I was still living in Queensbridge, making $200,000 a year.
Wow.
And my rent was like $150. I had to get the fuck out.
Yeah, Marley. You had to leave. You had to leave, Marley.
I had to get the fuck out of there, man. I fucking paid the rent for like 20 years and shit.
So, you started working after Shante. Is that when Big Daddy Kane comes in the picture?
Now G-Rap.
G-Rap comes
Kool
first.
G Rap.
Now G-Rap is from Corona.
Corona,
yep.
DJ
And slash Left Rack. He lived in Left Rack a little while. I'm gonna big it up.
Yeah.
In my building, I believe. They used to
Polo,
call him Abdul, right?
Yeah, Abdul.
Okay.
So Polo used to go to school with me. Used
Okay.
to go to them wild ass schools because when I was in school, they kicked me out of every school, period, because I was, robbing everybody. You would never think that, but I was the nigga robbing niggas,
What?
I was so nice, I could go in the closet in school and go up in the vent and come down to another classroom and go through their pockets.
Wow.
I was nice with it.
Spider-Man shit.
It's not like this Spider-Man from Queensbridge shit.
You know what I'm saying? I told you it's the Marvel shit popping.
So from that, they kicked me out of like regular schools in like 5th grade. So I had to go to like 600 schools. It's like junior jail type shit.
Yeah, I know 600. I went to Ridgewood. I went to school
We
in
got MacArthur
Ridgewood.
here in Miami.
I went to PS4.
Okay.
There's nobody alive from that school, right?
Right. God bless.
God bless. Nobody's alive. Damn near. But and I went there and I met Polo. Polo was in my class. So after I got famous, me and Polo stayed cool, and I was like, yo, man, make a group or something, man. Do something, man. Get a rapper. And I told him, get a rapper. I rock with you and shit. And he had this new dude named Frosty Freeze first. That was his first rapper. They made a record called Polo, whatever. And then, it was whatever. He went to jail. He's still in jail to this day. I don't know what the fuck he did.
Wow.
But then he got G-Rap, Abdul. Abdul was, then that's when my whole production started changing because G-Rap. Now G-Rap is on some different shit. That's when I started, sampling up it's a demo shit, the funky drummer shit before everybody, because he was on that gangster shit early. I mean, real early.
Early.
Before I ever heard it anywhere else. I was always hearing G-Rap telling little gangster stories and street stories and shit.
Right.
So that's what I was fucking with him, and then
He is though.
then we moved up a little. Then we started, Biz. Then we started doing, Kane came.
Which Kane was this? Is this Who Flat Top Rules in '89 Kane? Or is this...
Who's Afro knocked
Smooth
on my
Operator?
door talking about he's Biz's writer and I ain't believe him, Kane.
Time out. You went too fast, Marley.
Right. When he first knocked on my door with the afro, he didn't have the high top fade yet.
Okay, so it was Queensbridge still?
No, this is when I moved to Astoria.
Okay.
He started
Oh, you
coming
moved up. You moved to the store. You just moved right down the block.
I moved to Astoria. I moved to Astoria.
Yo, Marley, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. When I first got some money, I moved right to Corona from Left Rack. I did the same exact thing. That's why this shit is hilarious to me. And I thought I was away. I was like, I live in a town. I'm in Corona. I'm in Corona now. Niggas like, nigga, I can still see you, nigga.
Right.
What do you mean? You ain't leave?
But it was a townhouse.
Oh, you had a townhouse? Oh, I didn't have a townhouse. My shit looked like a townhouse. It was just still a regular apartment. So you moved to Astoria.
Yeah.
And then go ahead.
Now, business late. Some Afro-looking stick-up nigga knocking on my door talking about, yo, I write for Biz.
Wow.
I'm like, you know the burner right here.
Right.
I got the door halfway open and shit. I'm like, if you write for him, tell me something that didn't come out yet. And he told me one of the rhymes. I was like, oh, open the door, come in and shit. Yeah, I write for Biz, and he's late. I had this for him for today. So we sitting there. He's like, yo, you know, I want to see how I sound on tape.
Because he wasn't trying to be.
I mean,
like he just wanted to be a writer.
He was a rapper already. He was dope, but he wasn't really flexing to us that he was a rapper.
Right.
Because their whole thing was let Biz get on first.
Oh, they had their plan.
He's gonna open the door for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he just wasn't doing protocol. And he's like,
that's honorable shit.
Yeah,
that is very honorable.
But we was in the room, and he's like, yo, you know, I always want to see our sound on this joint. He said, you know, I'll take you there, and I whipped it up real quick.
I'll take you.
And that was the first recording I ever made with him while we was waiting for Biz. We made I'll Take You There, his first record.
Wow.
And you know, and I went to the record company, like, yo, Biz's writer is the shit. He need to come out. They was like, nah, man, he's the writer. They was trying to front.
Damn.
Oh, backseat Kane?
Yeah, they was trying to front at first. Like, so you know what I would do with Kane is just record shit around everybody. Just come to the studio when so-and-so don't show up. Yo, Kane, come to the lab, blah, blah. So we started doing his album kind of behind the scenes. But the record company, they fronted on Kane. They saying, yo, that's business writer. He ain't no rapper. But they ain't hear him. I did. I was like, yo, that nigga nice. That nigga nice enough to come back later and change the motherfucking game.
Wow. He's not. So he's coming up.
Right.
You talking about?
Right.
So when was the
with
moment?
an afro?
With an afro,
Yeah.
not even.
Right.
And you said Magic told him.
Magic was like, yo, you ain't getting on stage representing for us with your hair like that. Word up. Magic was on some shit, kid. He's like, yo, you ain't getting on stage representing the Juice Crew with your shit like that. And then I think that's when that high top fade popped back with the high top fade.
So you got to see Kane go from like, come up.
Well, yeah, no doubt.
To because at one point Kane was like Jay-Z, like of now at the time.
Oh, yeah,
How did that feel, like getting to see that process?
It was really good because at that point, that's when Kane changed rap. After Raw,
Yeah.
rap was never the same
AW.
again.
Yeah.
It was never the same
Meaning,
again.
break that down for us.
You know, because before Raw, before I made that record Raw with Big Daddy Kane, everybody was whopping.
It was the cadence.
Doing a wop.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't, you know, and all them records was WAP records. You couldn't WAP to Raw. That was that shit that made your face go, who the fuck is that?
AW.
After that, for 2 years straight, Raw had to be the last record played
In the club.
in the club at
Wow.
the end of the night because you can't play nothing after it. It was so dope.
Wow.
People had to catch up to that.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? So when Rakim first came to my house, you know, Rakim, you know, I saw an interview where he said, Marley tried to change my style. I didn't try to change the style, I was trying to bring him to where it was going because eventually he went there anyway. You get what I'm saying? The first record was my melody, then Eric B.'s President, we took it a little faster. You get what I'm saying? But my initial idea when I first heard Rakim was the speed because Kane was doing 130 something already. You get what I'm saying? Kane was already speeding.
BPM?
Yeah.
BPM,
Okay.
Yeah, he was already speeding. He was already rhyming off of fast beats. So And then later on in Rakim's career, I let the rhythm hit him, so-and-so. Everything's fast.
Right.
Because Kane changed the game with Raw. That was it. Nobody couldn't make WAP records no more. It was already, Public Enemy came out speeding, LL was speeding, everybody was speeding. Because Kane took the tempo up. Kane made motherfuckers want to quit. I know motherfuckers come to me that niggas love saying, yo, when I first heard motherfucking Kane, I was going to quit. Cause that nigga was nice. He changed the motherfucking game.
Right.
And he was smooth with it. Then once the started liking him,
It was a wrap.
it was over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was over.
And then he did the Madonna and the
Yeah, he went pop. He moved out to LA.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta excuse that.
Nah, we talked about it on here with him.
Yeah, he moved out to LA, but you know, sometimes, you know, like we was pioneering shit, we know what we was getting into. But you got Hollywood. He did the Hollywood thing.
Definitely
You
changed.
ever look at this new generation and be disgusted?
Nah, I look at it as evolution, bro. I don't-
Evolution in a good way or evolution in
Was we evolution in a good way?
word?
You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
The people who don't like what the young kids is doing, you too old.
Word.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when I fell in love with what I was doing, I was about 18 years old. So whoever's 18 years old probably fall in love with what they doing right now. And that's their shit. Niggas in their 40s and 50s, man, shut the fuck up, man. Let these niggas do what they do. Let these niggas do what they do, man. Because when
Young niggas annoyed with that. Real shit.
to be straight honest, I'm sure when I came out with sampling, niggas like, that ain't music. What the fuck is he doing?
Everything,
You get
all
what I'm
rap
saying?
didn't think it was
Everybody's like,
music.
man, fuck that. That ain't music. The musicians was mad at me.
Right.
I'm sampling. Fuck you musician niggas. Now, I got a button to press.
Right.
But what?
Exactly.
They was probably saying the same shit about us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I just call it evolution, man. Let these little niggas do what they do, man.
Right.
If they want to mumble on, niggas.
Right.
Fuck that. Do that shit. If that's what they want to hear, go ahead. Shit. I told niggas around the way, yo, if you ain't mumbling, niggas ain't trying to even hear you.
They can't hear you, but they ain't even trying to get
Yeah, you anyway. You know what I'm saying? You better get your mumble on. That's what I be telling you.
Marley telling them to get their mumble. That's news right there.
Get your mumble on, nigga. Motherfuckers getting paid out here riding in private jets.
Yeah, that's very true.
Shit. Come on, why they mumbling?
Now,
Come on, bro.
Now, Marley, how the hell did you miss Nas? How you didn't sign Nas?
You know what the funny shit about Nas with me with Queensbridge? I never knew Nas rhymed. He never came to me. He would always stand on the side and watch.
So you saying like that shit in the Roxanne movie was like, because remember he rhymed for her?
He was fucking with her like that because Shante was a street girl, so she knew everybody all over the hood.
Of course.
But Nas never stepped to me because I had Cormega.
Explain that.
Cormega had Sex, Drugs, Bitches, and Money song out in the hood.
Yeah, yo, listen. I heard of Cormega first. Like
Right.
he was the first like guy I heard from Queensbridge, like underground.
Of course.
Like prior. But go ahead.
That's why Nas probably never stepped to me because I already had Mega.
Right.
Mega was fucking with me, but
Right.
he kept going to jail.
Mega.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to say, damn, Nas, you got a
No,
whole
no,
nother
no,
life we
no,
didn't know
no,
about.
no, Mega kept going to jail.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember.
Even with Percy Tragedy back in the day. You know, he used to live on my block. He went to jail when I did In Control, so I made sure he came home to money.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
Right.
all right, boom. But him and Mega kept going to jail. So I couldn't really get it how it needed to be because they would come home, make some hot shit. Next thing you know, they gone for a minute. I'm like, damn, what the fuck we supposed to be doing while you gone for a minute?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mega had Sex, Drugs, and Money. That was some song he made it in Queensbridge before anybody was on that shit.
Wow.
Now, but he went to jail. Yo, man, I'm going away. We in the studio. Yo, I'm going away next week. Oh, I'm like, where you going? I'm going to jail. I gotta do like three point something. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I gotta do like three, maybe 4 or 5, whatever. I'm like, oh, come on, bro. So that's why, with Nas never really stepped to me because that street shit he was on, I already had those dudes.
Right.
The certified cats from the hood.
Right.
I already had Mega and the second verse on Live Motivator,
Right.
That's the blueprint of Queensbridge. Go, you know, anybody that's hearing my voice, go listen to the second verse of Live Motivator. And that's the blueprint of what was yet to come.
Right. You ever regretted you not stepping to Nas?
Nah, because I understood what it was when they came to get Nas.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, when the industry came to get Nas, I understood what it was.
You understood?
Yeah, I understood. They needed him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They needed a representative from Queensbridge, the place I made hot.
Right.
Even with the Mobb.
Right.
I understood what it was all about.
Right.
They needed part of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that was the next generation of it. So, you know, by that point, I think by the time Nas came, I was already probably working with LL. So it was something different going on in my life.
Okay, the loudest nigga in the room. Motherfucking.
Where's all that noise? We got a bar.
Paul, goddammit. So, damn, so you never, I would have thought that would have been something you would have said you wish you was a part of. Like, not even
I
Illmatic?
wish I would have produced one of the records on the first album. Yeah.
Illmatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know me, I do whole albums.
Right, that's hard.
You get what I'm saying?
That's hard.
And the first Mobb Deep, Premier was the one that executive produced that one, right? The Hit Him from the Back, Project Hard.
The earlier
The
stuff.
first.
I don't know that
first
one.
before
I don't know
God.
who executive produced that.
Yeah, no, it's Premier. Premier was involved in that project.
Okay.
Wow.
And how about that with Mobb?
I mean, I understood what it was with Chris Lighty and them, God rest the dead.
Right.
I understood that they
God
needed
bless.
a piece of that Queensbridge.
Right.
Queensbridge was bubbling at that
Right.
point.
Right.
You know, they needed in. So
Right.
I get it completely. I already know what it is. The spot was hot.
Right.
The spot was hot, baby.
Right. Nah, it's interesting because me being from Left Rack and me hearing like you and Trash having turmoil, right? And then me being a part of, we had a record called LA, and it was the first person he thought of was you. And I was like, it was weird because I always thought y'all had like some type of thing, and he came to you. And it was actually like dope to see. It was dope to see grown men.
But it was dope to even do that project, man.
Right.
Did you ever think that if Tragedy never met me,
Yeah.
if we would be sitting here right now?
This is exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Trash put me on. You put Trash on. So in a way, if you don't exist, I might not be here.
We might not be sitting here.
We might not be sitting
You put
here.
him on as Intelligent Hoodlum at that point?
He was the super kid.
Before Intelligent
Yeah,
Hoodlum.
he was the super kid.
I didn't know this story.
The super kid. Woke up one morning, turn your radio on. Couldn't sing your brothers and your brother was gone. The tragedy won't happen to me.
And he's saying the trash.
Yeah, that's how he got his name, from that record.
Wow.
People start calling him Tragedy because of that record. And he just ran with it. Yo, I'm rocking with that. I'm Tragedy.
So that's how you used to make records back then? You used to make it and throw it out?
I'm just make them.
Wow.
And I used to be like the radio DJ for Magic. So, you know, I was able to use it as a promo first and then watch it go.
So how did you link up with Trash? How did you even meet him?
He's from the block.
Okay.
It's like with Craig G. Craig G's from my building.
Craig G.
Craig G from my building in Queensbridge. Tragedy was the little dude that lived on the block on the first floor. They used to jump out the window and go to the park jams. You get what I'm saying? You know, we all grew up on the same block, so we all knew each other. I knew his moms, step pops. It's like, you know, everybody's off the same block. So, you know, and it started getting warm, and they started rhyming. I was like, yo, let's go make something. You know, and the funny shit, contracts was fucked up back then.
Right.
We did a lot of shit and just got paid that one time.
Right.
But that's part of what it was.
Right.
If you understand.
So, Masta Ace, how'd you?
I was about to say that, because that's Brooklyn, right?
Masta Ace won USA skating rink contest.
Where was that? That's in Jackson Heights?
Yeah, the skating rink in Jackson Heights. He won the skating rink contest to go in the studio with me. So we made one record, but he was nice. I was like, you know, he was real nice. He was too nice to be where he was at, if you ask me. I feel bad for his situation with Cold Chillin because he was too nice and they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because
At
they
the
was already
time, Cold
focused
Chillin
in.
is the stars is Kane,
Right,
is G Rap.
right.
Is Shante on Cold Chillin?
Shante was
Okay.
there. And Shan
Kane,
was there.
Shan is on Cold Chillin as
Biz,
well?
the whole
Biz?
juice crew was there.
Damn,
but,
bro.
See, he came after everybody was popping, and they couldn't really see what he was bringing.
And it was later when he
Right.
had Masta Ace Incorporated.
Right.
That was Delicious Vinyl?
Yeah.
That's when it really popped off.
Right, that's when he popped off. 'Cause I always felt Ace. That he had something special.
Crazy, yeah.
But it was just too crowded up there at that minute. A lot of turmoil was going on. A lot of that bullshit was going on.
Now, was you working with LL before Trackmasters or after Trackmasters?
It's before.
It was before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they tried to relight that fire when they put him with them, thinking that they could do what I do. Even though they was just using all my samples back anyway.
All right. We sampling you back.
Yeah. That's why I'm glad I got publishing, because the Jay-Z and Maya joint they made put my daughter through school. So, so thank you, Trackmaster.
All right.
Jennifer appreciates that.
When the person does sample you, is it honor or like how do you feel? How you feel about that?
Well, first they better make a hit, because we trying to make money if you sample me.
Right.
Don't sample me on no flops.
Right.
But you know, a lot of people don't know that song Theraflu. Can a young nigga get money anymore? Kanye. Kanye saved my life. People don't know.
Wow.
Oh no, I never heard.
People
of
don't know. Theraflu.
Yeah.
You know, can a young nigga get money? But remember, LL said that on the record too?
Yes.
So we owned a lot of that record, the Kanye record. And it came at a time when shit was a little funky for me. And it really changed my life. I gotta thank you, Kanye, because it kind of changed my life and don't know.
Wow.
But when you made that record,
That's dope.
it made so much motherfucking money
Right.
that it was a life changer.
That's
If you know
dope.
what I mean. And I wanted to thank him for that. He probably don't know, but
Right.
you know how shit. You know, we have our ups and our downs
of
in
course.
life. So you know, it was on a downward spiral. And one day I got a call. Hey, we want you to clear Theraflu. You're a writer on it. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, Kanye's gonna do it on Soul Train tomorrow, and you need to approve it. What are you talking about? I never got nothing to do with that song. And I listened to it, and I didn't catch it. I looked on ASCAP and saw me as a writer.
Damn, for you to not catch it.
Yeah, I didn't catch that shit. And that shit was popping for like 2 summers.
That's
And I was hearing that shit for 2 straight summers, bopping to it and everything, not knowing. But yo, by the time everything tallied up and everything came around and the publishing popped, it was life changing.
Were you ever on the other side of that issue about sampling?
Yeah. I got sued for Around the Way Girl, impeached the president on Around the Way Girl. And the asshole that sued me gave me the record, but he went back and bought the rights to it after I sampled it and put it on all these hits, and then sued me. Oh. You get no pub, I ain't even gonna say your name.
Oh, okay, cool.
De La's the one that caught, that's when that whole sampling thing started, right?
Biz Markie was the first fucked up sampling case.
Oh, yeah?
That somebody won for sampling. It was Gilbert O'Sullivan, Alone Again Naturally, and he used it on his record and got sued. And that's when all the lawyers realized, you could sue for sampling.
Yeah, you could make
That's
money
when
off it. It's a whole other business.
Then everybody started coming out suing everybody. But Biz Markie, after I stopped producing everybody for Cold Chillin, they started trying to replicate what I was doing for them. But they, sampling. When I used to sample, it used to be kick, snares, hi-hat, and I'm making my own beats.
Right.
Making my own
You
shit
weren't
out of it.
looping.
I wasn't looping like half of the records and
Right.
shit like that and acting like I produced something.
You were just taking sounds.
Taking sounds and manipulating the sounds
Right.
and making my own patterns and putting stuff over it. That's how I started sampling. Maybe I'm to be honest, maybe I'm the first person to chop up a beat. Maybe I'm the first motherfucker to chop up a motherfucking beat.
That's hard.
To make it unrecognizable.
To make my own soup out of it. I could take a kick and snare and put my own pattern out of it. Like Eric B is president, like Nobody Beats the Biz, and that's impeach the president. But I'm making my own beat out of that sound.
Right.
So I'm the first to do that. I can
And
tell you
Impeach the
that.
President, that's the tragedy record, or that's Arrest the President's tragedy record?
Arrest the President was tragedy record later on.
What kind of flack did y'all receive back then? Because if a nigga make a Arrest the President right now, well, niggas is making fake fuck Donald Trump songs left and right, right?
YG did
But
that,
back
right?
then,
I believe he had a few visits.
Yeah?
Secret Service?
Yeah, he probably had a few visits.
Wow.
him personally. You can ask him.
Oh.
But
Is this Reagan era?
He told me a story or two about he had a visitor too.
And this is when hip hop, because now remember we had Fuck the Police from NWA.
Right.
So now he's saying arrest the fucking
late
president.
80s.
Right.
And you produced this, correct?
Yeah, no doubt.
And
88,
so
89.
yeah. The backlash. So you didn't get none.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, God damn it. Listen, make sure, yeah. Some scary moments right now. Because we living in a scary time right now.
Real
Marley.
crazy.
Real crazy. What is the craziest thing that you saw that said, man, I gotta fall back. We out of line.
The craziest thing I've seen is how, is how certain entities and people want to keep our people stupid. If you know what I mean. So that's
Like
that's
blackballing type of stuff?
No. They want to keep, kind of keep it where you don't have to be intelligent to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Keep us, make people have to stoop down to go back and revert to
What
get
do you
on.
think about streaming?
Streaming is the shit. It's the new, it's the new money maker now. As opposed to you buying my record or buying my property. Now you can stream it. Now I can still make money. The more streams you make, the more money you make.
You don't have to actually download my album. You just keep listening to it.
And it can spread it's viral. It goes viral.
Right. Streaming was good. They had to do that. They had to get a hold of this digital shit. It was out of control first.
Right.
When CDs first came and it started getting digital and MP3s
And the Napster shit.
And Napster.
Napster.
They were saying CDs was like the most expensive shit.
No, and
ever.
the labels were disrespectful with CDs the way they were overcharging for what it was costing them.
Right. But when digital came out, that's when everything started. They had to learn how to control that. Now streaming is the way to control it because if you're streaming it from a site, that's generating money now.
Right. Advertised revenue for them that they got to pay out as royalties kind of.
Of course. You're looking at these artists right now, they don't care about sales. They don't care. They get money off streams.
Right.
And that's what it turned into. The industry had to figure out how to make money off of digital because they was losing in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right. That's real talk.
So now your catalog, does that all your catalog? Do you get like streamed?
Some of the stuff, the later successful stuff, because a lot of my earlier stuff was just what it is. It's just
digital wasn't even in the contract.
Digital. To be honest, digital was never in nobody contract.
Nobody contract.
It wasn't the thing as digital.
Yeah, it wasn't nobody.
It was all physical.
I was wondering when the artist was going to sue.
It was analog days.
Right. I was wondering when the industry was going to sue for digital rights because as artists we never signed for this.
Yeah.
Y'all just took it there.
I heard Chuck D sued Universal and won.
See?
Well, Chuck D was killing it with internet radio early on. He was always ahead of the curve.
Right.
Yeah, but everybody signed contracts and didn't sign for streaming and didn't sign for digital. It wasn't in our contract.
They just took it.
And made that concept and want to pay you what they want to pay you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just want to give you what they want to give you. It's probably not what we deserve because sales probably was more. We probably get like 3.2% of a penny, every stream when we was getting 12% or nothing before.
All right. That's ill.
You get what I'm saying? So we could be getting less, but it's just what it is. I was wondering when the artist was going to step up to that.
Yeah. No, that's real.
I know.
We got to do that. Now the symphony.
Yeah.
Woo! Man.
I need to fall back and just tell me how the hell this happened.
On my album cover, you see us at the jet, the Learjet.
I thought that was Teterboro early. Was you the first dude at Clearport?
No doubt.
God damn it, let's make some noise.
Hold up. We broke the motherfucking Clearport in.
You broke the Clearport in. That's real shit.
It was the first time they saw niggas in the Clearport.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, Marley, you got me hyped, nigga. Girl, you get me hyped. You get me hyped.
Now, that day, Kane, before that day, Kane and G Rap made a freestyle off of Raw where they was going back to back. And they went all the way out. It was like something I played on the radio like a few times, but everybody was getting excited about it.
You got this in the archives too?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right, goddamn.
We drinkchance.com. We want to play.
Now, so what happened, after we made that photo shoot in front of the airplane and Learjet and all that. And so Kane was like, yo, let's go make a record. And I was like, bet, let's recreate that thing y'all did off Raw. But everybody was with us. So we went to Astoria. That was made in Astoria, the symphony.
Oh my
It
God.
was made in the Astoria project, not Astoria project, in Astoria apartment.
Apartment.
And so when we get there, Masta Ace was there because he was on the album. Shan was like, yo, I'll meet y'all there.
And this is the
Everybody
Cold
knows that.
Chillin album, right?
Yeah, my In Control album. We went at the Learjet. We at the back of it.
Yep.
So now we go and make that record. Now nobody wants to rhyme first. So I said, let me put Masta Ace on there just to fill up the space because he wasn't even going to be on the record.
Because the person at the end at that time
Was the hottest.
Right.
the hottest.
Right. So
we
nobody
gotta
wanted to
make
go
that clear.
first.
So
That's
you
probably
put
why I
Masta-
said I don't care who's first
or
who's
who's
last. Because you're sitting there talking about I don't want to be first. No, I don't want to be first. I don't want. Nigga, I don't care who first or who last. Y'all niggas rock this at the drop of a dime.
Yeah.
You know what
Listen
I'm saying?
closely.
That's
'cause your
classic.
attention's
So yeah, so he came with his
undivided.
rhyme. So
Many in the
his
past
shit was so
trying
hot.
to do what I did.
That was a keeper. Everybody heard his rhyme was like, oh shit, this new nigga. This new nigga.
He's
tore
the
that.
new guy.
He's the new nigga. Nobody even want to be on the record with that nigga. That's probably why Shan didn't show up.
Oh,
Because-
Cam was supposed to be there?
Shan was going to come to that. He was going to be on that record. You know what I'm saying? So he got on. He killed it. Everybody's looking at him like, oh shit. Everybody got heavy in the pen. It got quiet. See G Rap over there. You see motherfucking Kane over there. And then Craig G did his part, which was hot. And then all of a sudden, they looking at you. All right, who's gonna go? Who's gonna go? They don't know. They arguing about who's gonna go first.
G Rap and
so
Kane.
your man G Rap gets on and raps all the way to the end of the beat. He don't give Kane no space.
But Kane got on.
But what happened? I had to cut G Rap's part down and give Kane some space.
What did Kane say right there when G Rap just went? What he must have
They was looking at each other like they always had like a ill inside competition going on, and I loved it.
I felt like all three of them, like G Rap, Kane, and Rakim. I
Yeah,
felt like
no doubt.
it was always a secret.
Let me explain something to you about the
Yeah.
whole creation of Eric B and Rakim.
Okay.
I was introduced to Eric by Polo, so
Damn,
so that
Polo
mean-
got the connects, man.
That's what I'm trying to say. The Corona.
Right.
So what it was, Eric B was hanging around with Polo with us first, right? So he saw Polo get with G-Rap and make a group. He's like, nigga, I can do this shit too.
Wait. So G Rap came before Kane? Oh,
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
Rakim. Rakim.
Yeah.
I always thought Rakim.
Nah,
and
nah.
then G Rap.
Nah.
Damn.
And no talk of ever Rakim being a part of Juice Crew?
No, because
Because that's all I can think about when you keep talking about all this.
You know what's crazy? When we first made my melody in Eric B is President, I think the Eric B is President Day, I gave them like demo mixes.
Right.
I was like, yo, I'm gonna mix this next week, so just make a copy of what y'all got. And that was the record. It's all sloppy, shit was all loud, but it was the shit.
Oh, no, it's the shit. It's the shit.
It's like vocals going up and riding vocals live.
Right.
And, you know, shit's all loud coming out of nowhere at the end of the records and shit. But that was the record. And that's what people loved.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I don't think if Eric B wasn't hanging around Polo, he probably wouldn't have got the idea to do a group. Because he saw Polo do it so easily with us. He's like, yo, fuck that. Everybody coming up here becoming stars. I could make a rapper come up here too. Yo, could we get the studio tomorrow? I got so-and-so coming. And that's how it kind of happened. He was hanging around Polo first.
All right.
Polo kind of like popped it for him.
When you first seen Rakim, did you think he was gonna be? Because Rakim changed. I heard you say Kane changed rap earlier. Rakim changed rap too, because he came.
Yeah, he definitely.
He definitely.
He had a dope tone. When I first heard his tone, I knew it was off the motherfucking chain. And I had a bullshit mic, and he still was dope. So I already knew this motherfucker nice right here. It's something different about his wordplay. I always knew he had wordplay,
Right.
if you know what I mean.
Right.
He always had wordplay, and as soon as I heard it from the top, oh, this cat got wordplay.
And wasn't it, he didn't
right
curse,
here.
right?
And he didn't curse too.
And it was hard motherfucker.
Right.
I never really peeped. He didn't curse.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
never really
He
cursed.
didn't curse.
Word.
Yeah, he never
And
cursed
you
on
wouldn't
none of
think that.
it. Yeah,
Never
he never
looked
cursed
at
on
it.
none of it. That's real talk.
Yeah, my childhood is really fucked up right now. I'm thinking about everything.
He was just dope. Yeah, he had wordplay. He definitely had wordplay and flow.
When you heard Nas, did he remind you of Rakim? First time you heard Nas? Because that's what everybody say, you know.
The first time I heard Nas, I think it was It Ain't Hard to Tell. And I
That was the first time?
Yeah.
You didn't hear
I heard him on the barbecue first.
Live at the Barbecue,
Live at the
yeah,
Barbecue.
yeah.
That's when everybody's like, yo, the kid from the 40 side.
And Back to the Grill again wasn't before?
I don't think maybe I didn't pay attention to it like that.
Marley getting too much money at that time. He was out there killing them.
Yeah, I could have missed that one, but by the time the barbecue came out, that's when that was like, oh, I went to jail for snuffing Jesus.
When I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing
there
Jesus.
You go. I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. When I heard him say that shit, I was like, woo, this nigga
Verbal
real
assassin,
nice.
my architect.
I was so
pleases.
proud
when
of the
I was
hood.
12, I went to hell for snuffing
I was so
Jesus.
fucking proud of the hood. I was like, God, this how you fucking bounce back, my niggas.
Right.
I was so proud of the motherfucking hood.
Right.
I was like, go ahead, man.
Right.
That shit was so dope.
Yeah.
Word.
You gotta be proud, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be proud. These new kids from Queensbridge right now, Jay Rose. So just look out for him and shit. I like his little movement that he got going on.
That's what's
Big up
up.
to my people from Left Rack Block Gang. But so what's your favorite era in music?
My favorite era, it has to be like the Eric B. President era, like 80, I would say 86 to 89 or 86 to 88 was something. It was like something special. It was like special albums came out at that time. It just shifted.
Yeah, it was definitely a shift in hip hop.
It was a shift. Right. It was more sample heavy because I done taught everybody how to make records.
Right.
Lyrically it changed.
Yeah, lyrically everybody got better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had people digging for shit to, oh, you use that? I'm gonna use this. You get what I'm saying? That was such a great time right there. It'll probably never be like that ever again for the music. That was such a pinnacle point of everything we love. And it won't go away. You know how much I'm working right now around the world, DJing, just playing that shit?
Right. Playing.
And no, but talking about that era, what did you guys think about what was going on the West Coast at that exact same time? With Eazy-E and NWA and all them coming out.
I remember the first time I ever heard a motherfucking NWA record.
Ice-T was already out too.
And I think it was the first compilation they put when they all was standing in behind it. It was like a NWA album. They all was standing behind some warehouse.
With the
shit.
Feel of Fresh crew with DLC in it.
Everybody,
Arabian Prince was in it. Yeah.
Everybody, that was like
What was that?
That was
Straight
that.
Outta
I mean, they ended up putting that out afterwards. It was like NWA and the Family or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, NWA and the Posse.
Yeah, I remember when I first heard shit off of there, Craig G put me up on them. Craig G was like, now I'm a guy that make records. I'm on the radio.
Right.
I'm already making hit records.
Right.
And we're not cursing this shit. But when I heard these niggas,
Right.
motherfuck this, motherfuck, I was like, this is some crazy shit right here.
Right.
I knew because every other rapper was too clean.
Right.
Them motherfuckers like, man, fuck y'all, fuck everything, fuck this, fuck that, fuck your mother, fuck your
Now,
father.
did Ice-T come before them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ice-T had already
Ice-T
started.
was
Yeah,
already.
he had already came out.
Yeah, Ice-T was out. But
He wasn't as raw as them at that time. Okay.
I mean, he was doing his thing. I think what caught me with them was their beats. I wasn't into the earlier Ice-T stuff because of the music wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't kind of like where we was at, kind of. It was like on the West Coast vibe. So I kind of missed it a little.
Right.
So it was Dre's production.
But Dre's production, he was looping
His drums
beats.
was crazy.
Yeah, he was looping beats and chopping shit and had band motherfuckers playing guitar to shit.
Right.
I was like, God damn.
Right.
These motherfuckers is saying something.
Wow.
It was the shit to me.
Wow.
I was stuck. I was like, yo, when I first heard they shit, I was like, man, these motherfuckers is doing it. And I realized how regional rap was gonna be at that point because we could have cared less what they was talking about. But out there, they cared less what they was talking about. They could have cared less what the fuck we was talking about. Because they had their own language. And that's what I seen happen to rap. I go to different countries, it's fucking people rapping in every fucking language possible right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I go, it's always some open up MC or DJ for me whenever I go to any country or whatever. They rapping in their language. and I'm seeing a progression all over the world.
It's in every part of the world.
Yeah.
Every corner.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And I would have never thought it would be like that, sitting in my Queensbridge apartment making shit. I never thought it would be like that.
Right.
That's crazy.
Nah, it's a fucking beautiful thing, man. Hip hop saved fucking a lot of lives. Goddamn,
Yeah.
it makes some motherfucking noise.
Hip hop saves lives,
Hip
baby.
hop saves lives. So, how did you link back up with LL? Like LL, because you wasn't with him in the beginning, right? In the beginning, it
We was
like
arch rivals before, bruh. We was going at each other. We made Beat Biter.
Remember, that's why he said trying to take.
Yeah, because we
okay.
got mad because the Rock the Bells remix sound like Marley Scratch. So
Right.
we was we young,
Right.
didn't give a fuck, going like, yo man, fuck that, fuck them, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But then, later on, LL from Queens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, the funny shit about L with me is my aunt, my father's sister raised his wife.
Wow.
Like, my father's sister was Simone's mom's, when she was alive, her best friend.
Wow.
And Simone's mom passed, and my aunt was like, yo, to my best friend, I'm gonna take care of you, I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. And I never knew that.
Wow.
And later on in life, me and LL kind of found that out. That's why we got kind of tight.
Right.
Because when he's talking about, he said, yo, Aunt Peggy, blah, blah. I said, yo, I got an Aunt Peggy.
7 degrees of separation.
Yeah,
I got an Aunt Peggy too, nigga.
It's crazy.
Right.
It was crazy because he said something about Aunt Peggy one day, and I was like, shit, I got an Aunt Peggy. I was joking, but jokingly, it's the same person. Everybody called her
crazy.
Aunt. And
Wow.
she used to work with his family, even as the kids was growing up, and we never knew that.
Wow.
That we was that close.
Wow. That's ill.
Yeah, that's my father's sister. She lived in Jamaica. I lived in Queensbridge.
Right.
I didn't know that's what she was doing, but it's weird. So after that, then musically we got together. It was insane.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we just went out to
And y'all
change
did what whole album y'all did together? Which one was it?
the whole album. The whole album. Every record.
Which album was this?
Mama
Mama
Said
Said
Knock
Knock
You
You
Out.
Out.
And that was going at Kumo D, no?
I think To the Break of Dawn was actually going at Kumo D, Ice-T, and Hammer.
Hammer. Everybody was going at Hammer
Yeah,
at that
everybody
time.
went at Hammer.
Poor Hammer. I feel bad for him now.
Yeah, I know.
Looking back at that time.
Yeah, everybody was going at him, but a lot of people was mad at him because he made a lot of paper.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
And it wasn't considered real hip hop. What he was.
But that was the beginning of that. That should have let everybody see what records they should be making, because that's where it went anyway. Everybody went pop. That's where hip hop is at right now.
Yeah.
Exactly what Hammer was doing is what mumble rap is right now.
Right.
Damn.
Right. He's right though.
I don't know, quite mumble. Right?
No,
But
he's
it's in the same place.
Right.
I go to I went to a Future concert before.
Right.
I was like saying to myself, 20 years ago, this would have been a rock concert.
Yeah.
The same people in the audience, the same people on somebody's shoulders, the same blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing everybody out there. I'm like, 20 years ago, this would have been a rock concert. So I see how rap took that spot.
Right.
So that's how Hammond shit was back in the day.
Right.
His shit was a rock concert, before they was doing it.
Right.
Right.
He had hundreds of people on stage dancing. It was like a big production. That's a rock concert.
Killing it.
And that's what these, I went to Future show.
Right.
For an hour and a half, motherfuckers was losing their mind.
Right.
Straight to every record. He's just doing half of verses and the crowd doing the rest.
Right.
But that was one of the most intense times I ever seen. I'm a fan.
Right.
I gotta
That's
give
real.
it. That's why I can't hate.
Yeah.
Can't hate these young kids, man.
Right.
But as a producer, you think you could contribute to that, or would you stick to whatever you think
I
your
don't want to
lane
reinvent
is?
my wheel.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't. Nah.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it.
And I feel like there's room now
It is
for everybody to be in their own lane.
If anything, I would do more EDM-ish, something EDM-ish.
Really?
Yeah, something like that, as opposed to trap.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I would do EDM. Yo, dude, before I started making hip hop, I was making electronic music anyway.
All right.
That's why I had the edge over everybody, because I was already tech savvy. I was working with Arthur Baker, dude. Come on, man.
Yeah.
They was making AEIOU, Planet Rock, all these electronic beats, and you know, AEIOU is a sample. I was an intern watching these dudes. So what I did is I saw what they was doing with these vocals and putting vocal samples. I'm like, yo, I could put hip hop in that shit. I could put my favorite snare and play it to a beat. Boop. Why nobody knew what the fuck was going on.
Wow.
And that's why I was able to have the edge on everybody, because I worked at Unique Studios and they was ahead of every fucking body.
Unique Studios in Manhattan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they was ahead of every motherfucking body.
Yeah. I like
technology-wise, yeah.
47th Street?
Yeah, 47th Street, 7th floor.
Yeah.
I was an intern. That's where I started out. That's where I sampled my first, that's where I discovered sampling.
Wow.
At Unique.
Unique Studios.
At Unique. Because I was doing something else and the snare was in there.
That's why Tragedy brought us there for the War Report album. Yeah.
Right. So I was sampling something else and the snare went in there and I started playing the snare with the beat. I said, yo, turn that bullshit snare down. I started playing my shit and I started thinking, I was like, oh shit. I could take any kick, any snare from any hot record I got home that's proven already and make beats. Nobody was thinking about that shit. All the favorite break beats that everybody would go crazy to, and Peace the President was the hottest record for any DJ to play for years.
Wow.
And yo, put that shit on a record. Every record that I ever sampled those drums with was a hit. Every record that ever used that was a hit. Because your brain likes it already. It's a science. It's like the music that's out. Why you think every beat sounds the same? Because your brain likes it already.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's the same drums.
Even the vocals, the melodies.
Right, because your brain likes it already. It's like, it's almost like a chef. If he knows what you like, he could add those ingredients to everything he cooks for you, and you're gonna fucking love everything he does. It's the same shit.
Damn, that's ill.
Yeah, it's a science.
That's ill. Oof, that's ill. That's ill. Let's come make some noise to that, girl.
I feel like we got a sonic tempo and shit.
This might be one of the most important shows, y'all.
Now, Marley, like me, right? I got a friend. His name is Scott Storch, right? Scott Storch at one time was one of the hottest producers. I seen him literally be outside with a cheese line outside his door. You at one point were the only motherfucker. You had, if you wanted a hit record, you had to see Mark. I imagine your cheese lines was crazy as well.
No doubt. You'd be surprised some of the people that came to my house, bro. Back in them days. You'd be so surprised, bro.
Let's get some stories.
It was crazy.
To this day, you still like work in your house. Like you got your own studio in your crib.
I got a lab at the crib.
Yeah.
I got
that worked for you your whole life. Why change it?
Yeah, it was a point where I could have bought a big multi-million-dollar mansion or an SSL.
Right.
I wanted to get the SSL console instead.
Right.
And you have that in the crib?
Not no more.
Oh, okay.
But I was probably one of the first people to get with an SSL in their crib. Right. Because I felt it was gonna make money back. I ain't buying no gold chains and no stupid rings.
And for people that don't know, that's the
shit.
big mixing boards, the big studio mixing boards.
Like Power Play had in the big room. So I was always into buying equipment because I knew it's like drug money. I gotta re-up.
Right.
What I'm gonna do to get better money? I gotta get better equipment.
Right.
I gotta get the best shit on the block.
Right.
So instead of buying frivolous stuff, I would houses.
But how much in demand you were? Like, 'cause I remember, like, I swear to God, I was young, and I remember, like, I knew if you had a hit record, it had to be produced by Marley Marl.
No doubt.
Like, how crazy was it?
It was insane. I mean, I was doing mixes for Prince, Shaka Khan. They was coming at me all over. One time they even wanted me to produce the Beastie Boys.
Wow. That would have been.
That would have been crazy.
That
would have been crazy, but I was kind of like I kind of like wanted to save the culture for what it was. I never thought that. I mean, I dug them, but I didn't think that they was what I was doing. If you know what I mean. I had rough ass niggas on the beats.
Right.
We wasn't joking.
Right.
So but it probably would have been different.
I think it would have been dope.
Right.
I would have gave them a hot beat.
I think it would have been.
They would have did what they did. Now I see it, but back then I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I didn't see it. I was trying to, keep rap hard and keep it true to what it was,
Because it seemed they were clowning hip hop too at one point. Yeah, I get it.
That's
so
why.
I understand.
That's why. Yeah. But you know, they did their thing. God, you know, God rested the one that passed.
Yeah.
But you know, they did their thing. But I believe that I didn't produce them because I thought they was clowning what we was doing, kind of.
Right.
I didn't see that it would go to that would be the suburbs way in. If you know what I mean. I didn't catch that.
Is anything you regret?
I regret not producing Michael Jackson.
You had the opportunity?
No, I regret not producing
not
him, but
okay.
that's what I regret, not producing Michael
That scared
Jackson.
me. You had the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm about to
Didn't
say,
do it. I was like,
word. Yeah, you set us up bad.
I regret that for you.
Yeah.
You set us up
regret
bad. All of our hearts.
that.
skipped.
All my favorite group, Guy.
Who?
Guy was my
Oh.
favorite group back in the day. I don't know why. Guy was one of my favorite groups.
But you got a chance to work with them and you didn't?
No, I wish I would have.
I heard Derek tell a story.
Yeah,
It's only right.
Yeah, we want to talk about the story with the phrasing of New Jack Swing. You know, a lot of people think that Teddy Riley kind of invented New Jack Swing, but me and Heavy D was making records, and he was always talking about his new. Now he's always talking about his swing beats.
I could see
My
it.
swing beats, my swing beats, my swing beats. That's before Teddy Riley even got with Uptown.
Right.
If you know what I mean. So he's talking about his swing beats. So somebody put New Jack on the beginning of the swing beats, and now they formed a whole new way of making music. But it's the formula me and Heavy D started.
Wow.
So I was already at Uptown earlier in the game, making swing beats for Heavy D. See, people could lie, but the timeline doesn't lie on records. Go back to the early Heavy D records with me before Uptown was New Jack Swing. He's talking about his swing beats that I produced.
But what specifically makes something New Jack Swing?
It was a timing. It's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's New Jack Swing. Regular was 1, 2, 1, 2. New Jack was ta 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 ta. It's like crackhead music, basically. No, dead ass. You got to think. Crackheads used to dance good to New Jack Swing. Tell the truth.
Yo.
Oh, look at that nigga go. Look at that nigga's in No, but and look, it's in the 80s.
Right. I was just about to say that. I'm about to say, how much did cocaine, crack affect? Because that's when it invented.
Right.
Like all the records about crack and all that is about that era.
Right,
so
right.
how much was that affecting you? Like,
Lucky for me,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I thank God for this day. One day I tried crack. It didn't work.
wait, what?
Thank God for that.
Yeah, it didn't work. You know, everybody was getting high, and we was all in the place. Like, yo, check it out. So the glass maybe had air in it, so air came in instead of crack. And I was like, oh man, that shit is whack, bro. I ain't fucking with it. Y'all do that.
Right.
Give me the weed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was
Right.
back that time. So God saved my life by making the air come through, not through. Because I see too many people that the air didn't come through, and they're not the same.
How many people you seen get high before, Marley?
Come on, bro.
I mean, you just
Come on,
throw
bro.
it out there.
I seen superstar artists get high. I went to fucking.
Don't worry, no one listens to us, Marley. Go ahead, just
Yeah,
talk.
yeah.
Just,
I remember I went to
no
Rick-
one listens to us.
I went to Rick James' house one
Rick
day.
James.
That's how my demand was. Rick James wanted me to do something with him. So I
Oh,
went to
that's
his house
hard.
up in there, and I'm like, okay, I'm up at Rick James' house.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have got high with Rick James, my nigga. I might have
You
fucked
wouldn't
up.
have smoked no
I
crack.
might have fucked
You would
up.
have not smoked any
I might
crack.
have fucked up, my
I
nigga.
tell you what time I was
might have
tempted.
said, fuck it.
Yo, one time I was
Today I gotta
let
do
me tell
it.
you what
Go ahead.
happened. One time I was with Mr. P-Funk himself,
George Clinton?
George Clinton.
Wow.
He's like, yo, we going to pray.
He does everything.
Now one day I was like,
Wait, pray?
He said, we going to pray. You wanna
Okay,
come
I don't
pray
know what
with us?
that means. It
You wanna
sounds
come
scary.
pray with us? Let's go in the room and pray. And they talk about praying, they was doing their thing. And I was tempted. I was like, damn, this will go down in it's like a bucket list. I took a hit with this motherfucker.
Right, like if you're gonna do it with anybody,
Right.
do
I
it.
took a fucking hit with him. And, it would have been a bucket list. I didn't do it, but I was really thinking about it.
What was he doing?
Dropping acid?
No, they was doing whatever they
PCP
do.
or something?
Whatever they do. I was tempted to do it with it just so I could say in my mind, I
George
got high
Clinton.
with George motherfucking Clinton. Not Bill.
Right.
George.
George. That's hard.
I was tempted, but it didn't happen.
Right. Because that was like an ill time. Like,
Yeah.
Like that was like the first like drug epidemic era. Like you got to see hip hop go from happy to then you start to hear these records.
Maybe that was one of the reasons I had to leave the hood too. Because it became like at night, it was like night living bass heads, night living dead.
Because like now we used to crackheads, but this is the original crackheads.
Yo,
The Reagan era.
Yeah.
Reaganomics.
When
the
people
drug war started.
when the block was dark and you see people just walking like zombies.
Because I'm 40, I'll be
that's that real
41 this year, and I remember cocaine was like a classic drug, and then crack actually at first was like the cool
It was
shit.
a cheap way to get
And
coke into the hood.
It was a cheap way to get, and then like so you remember like the cocaine era as opposed to the crack era?
Yes, I do.
Like because there's cocaine niggas over there. They over there right now.
You got one over there. You got one over there.
Our engineers, cocaine has. Carlito, my cousin Carlito, Boris from Kendall. He is down with it. He said, nah, he is down with the cocaine. Listen, EFN, we've been trying to tell you for years, Boris is down. When he's not
Don't
around.
applaud that shit.
Yes, Slippers is down. When Boris.
Yo, Boris, let me find out, brother.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, that's why he be sweating like that a lot, man. I'm just telling you, you gotta pay attention to your friend. I'm just throwing that out
But
there.
basically,
I'm sorry.
in the cocaine era,
In the cocaine.
I remember because in the cocaine era, I wasn't really famous yet.
Okay.
I was still playing in Smitty's After Hours club.
Where's Smitty's at?
Queensbridge.
Oh, okay.
Queensbridge. It was like
So-
used to be After Hours. The number spot, man.
It's not Chico in the pub? I used to go to the
No.
pub.
The pub was down the street.
Okay,
He was
cool.
up the block, the competition.
Okay. All right, cool.
But in the cocaine era, I used to be like a DJ in clubs. And then once I started getting famous, then the climate started changing a little. Crack started coming out, then the woos. Niggas started smoking woolies and shit.
Woo.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So and the baddest chick on your block that never gave you no ass was giving out ass for nothing. That changed the game.
What's a wooly? That's like a dirty?
That's a dirty.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a dirty. You
Yeah.
want to describe to the people what a dirty is?
Cocaine and he's smoking the
You gotta
cocaine.
talk to the people.
I mean, Haz could tell us better.
Has no smoke dirty, he just sniffed. Come on, you gotta explain to the people.
I mean, as
You're
far
from
as I know,
Miami.
it's
You're
just,
from Miami.
it's smoking powder.
Oh, that's powder.
Yeah, smoking powder.
With
but
weed,
woo,
with
powder
dirty
with
weed,
weed.
with,
in
with,
New
with
York.
brown weed and powder in Miami.
Okay.
That's
Right.
what smoking a dirty.
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
dirty
okay,
is.
okay.
But in New York, a woo was weed and crack.
Crack and weed made my eyes bleed.
Yeah.
See, Miami, we didn't go that far.
That's what he
Yeah.
said. That's what Ghostface
Rick Ward said it.
That's
Oh,
what
it was Ray, who
said
was it? Ray or Ghost? It's Ray
It was
Ward.
Ray said it. The crack and weed made my eyes bleed. That's
Well.
what he's talking about, them woos. Because there was a whole era of that. There was a whole era. And it was rampant. To be honest, when I was seeing everybody get high, I had to get away from that. That's why I moved upstate. That's why I moved to where I moved.
I
Because-
recorded with you up there.
Yeah,
too,
no
guy.
doubt. You came
Yeah.
up. You came up to the spit out. That's why I moved. I wanted to get away from everybody getting high. It was like too much for me.
Wow.
Motherfuckers thought they could just come to my house.
Wow.
I had the studio. It was just show up and think you're gonna come in there and start getting high. I'm
So
like,
let me just describe this. They just can't, because this is glass pipes, correct? Because this has got to be looking crazy.
At
We talking about
first,
smoking crack.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
I'm talking
that
about
was-
freebasing and shit
no,
all
we're
up in your
talking
crib.
about we're talking about hitting first,
Okay.
and then once crack came in, it got a little crazy.
Why?
Motherfuckers just thought they could just, it was like recreational. Crack, at one point,
This
crack was
episode went really
recreational.
dark, really quick.
We got the sun in this bitch. But seriously though. But we still was making hits and still came through. Bring out the sun in this bitch.
All right, what's the hit that was made
On crack, what you?
on crack or cocaine or whatever that was around? We need to know. Drink Chance, we love
The
cocaine
hip hop version of
stories.
Narcos and shit. Just say no drugs, kids.
I could tell you, one of the artists came to my house, sniffed so much coke. I found him in the bathroom, spurred the fuck out. He went to the hospital and got an operation. I just leave it at that.
So no record was made.
I'll leave it as that. And it's one of your favorite artists.
Oh my God.
I'll just leave it at that.
I don't know why I think
Wait
I
for the
know.
movie. Wait for my goddamn movie.
I think I know.
Wait for my goddamn movie.
I don't know, but I'm gonna take a pee-pee. I'm gonna take a pee-pee. Keep it going. I'm gonna take a pee-pee. We're gonna take a shot at Tiger Bone too. Let's take a shot at Tiger Bone. I gotta take a pee-pee.
And that, you know that famous freestyle is Kane, Jay-Z, I think Pac's in it. Were you there?
Nah. That Where Brooklyn at freestyle.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. Mr. C actually, he recorded that. That's his record. That's his recording.
Right.
He
recorded that live.
Right. He recorded it live and threw on the beat for them. And you know, that's another history-making moment, right there. You know, who would think that Mr. C would even discover Biggie?
Fact.
If you know what I mean. That's part of the tree too.
Part of your tree.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You know, and you know, Biggie was incredible. Biggie was one of the dopest rappers that could cling on a beat better than anybody. I mean, I do magic with other artists to make them be on a beat.
And
nice.
Biggie shot you out.
Of course. And I didn't know what that meant when he first did it. I didn't know that 30 years later, it would still mean something.
What that was gonna mean to you?
What it would mean, because that put me into a whole nother generation, and the record just keeps playing anyway. It plays every day somewhere. Yeah. And you know, people may not have known about my production or what I'd done for hip hop or who I brought out or who I discovered or nothing. They just know Biggie mentioned my name on a record that they keep hearing. So I didn't know the significance of that. I kind of slept on it at first. Oh shit, he said my name, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. But where he says it, Marley Marl.
Classic.
It's kind of like Jappy Jap on the bridge. Jappy Jap, zin it. You know what I'm saying? It's like at a pinnacle point.
Yeah.
And I didn't know the significance of Biggie shouting me out on that record and how important it would be to me. And I didn't really realize the tree that the connection through Mr. C,
right,
Big Daddy Kane, Juice Crew, Biggie. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like that. If I didn't meet Mr. C, would there be a Biggie?
Because Mr. C put Kane put Big. Jeez.
C was Kane's DJ.
Yeah. Right.
And so then that led to Big. Yeah.
Now that gave him, that gave him clout. So, would there have been one? We don't know.
I mean, there's possibly a lot of people you don't know that got inspired off of everything you did that you may not know. That
I'm talking about a direct
but
tree
you want
branch.
direct
A
lineage.
direct tree branch. So,
Is there any artist that ever came to you that you fronted on? Like you didn't see that there was a star and then later on became a star and you was like, damn, I fucked up.
You know what's funny? I'm glad you say that because Jay-Z.
Nah, don't say it.
No, let me tell you. Let me
Yeah.
tell you the story. Jay-Z
Yeah.
used to be with Kane all the time. You know what I mean? So I did a remix with Shy and Jay-Z. So Jay-Z was up at my house, right? So Jay-Z came in the crib, just like when I thought I was my first time meeting him. And I said, oh, what's up? Nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to go like this. I'm just
What
describing-
era of Jay-Z is this? Hawaiian Sophie
This
era?
Just when it started with
Lee.
just when it started popping. I did
Already Rockefeller.
Lee.
just when Rockefeller started rocking, and you was able to hire him to get on records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like just when it was coming up, maybe 95
Like
or
the
something
Dead
like
Prez
that.
record is hit.
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah.
So he comes to the crib, right? I said, oh, nice to meet you, blah. He said, yo, man, you met me before, man. I've been here before. I stood right here when Kane was doing so-and-so, so-and-so. That shit fucked me up.
Wow.
That shit fucked me up. That Kane was at the crib. I mean, that
Jay.
Jay-Z was at the crib with Kane.
Right.
Wow.
For maybe Young Gifted or Black or something. One of them joints.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would like to know that he was a rapper then,
Right.
but I didn't know. But that's like one of those stories. Like I wouldn't have missed that boat if I knew he was a rapper.
Okay, so I don't want to ask you who's your favorite artist, because I want to ask you who's your favorite hip hop artist. who's your favorite, hands down? Number one overall. If you had to pick one artist, just one.
Full package artist.
Full package, just one. Whether it's to work with or whether it's to listen to.
Yeah, let's go back to that one. I'm thinking about that.
Cool.
Who's my all-time overall artist who got it?
Right.
I mean, to be honest, who opened a lot of doors for me, production-wise, and it was more than just making a beat for somebody to rhyme on. Could have been Kane. You know, because I seen it all form into what it was. We was doing hardcore shit first, then the ladies started liking him, the females started liking him, and then it just switched. He started, you know, it changed into something different, and I saw, you know, and it made me grow as a producer.
Right.
You know, Kane changed me as a producer, because before that, I was just giving people whatever I wanted them to have. With the Juice Crew, here, I made a beat, yeah, you can have that, Shan. Oh, Shante, you can get that. Oh, you can have that, you can have that. Kane was different.
So you saying right now, if God said, listen, Marley, you're gonna be straight for the rest of your life. You got one beat to produce for one artist.
Oh, I already know who that'd be right now.
Who would that
That'd be Todd, LL.
God damn it, make some noise.
That'd be LL.
That'd be LL. Make some
But
noise.
I'm saying, you know, but
So God said, listen, this is the last beat you can make in the world. You're gonna be straight for the rest of your life, Marl. But
he did that already.
this is it, and you get one
He's telling you
last
that's
beat.
what happened.
That's what happened. God did
And
that.
you will give it to L.
Yeah, and that kind of happened already, because
I need
you
you
wouldn't
to-
believe how we living off that song.
Wow.
You don't believe it's gonna it's gonna be on the Chase. It's gonna be on Chase commercial for the next few months.
Right.
Dukes.
Right.
You know, Deadpool 2.
Wow. Wow.
Working on the soundtrack for Deadpool 3.
Wow.
Possibly. Come on, bro.
Wow.
You wouldn't believe where that little angle
Right.
got me. It's really different.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's
Marl.
beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Hip hop saves lives.
Hip hop saves
Definitely.
lives,
That's real
man.
talk.
Hip hop saves everything. Is there anything you would want to do, like you feel like you got left in the game?
The game could be the game. The game, for me, the game is lame. I'm doing something different.
Right.
The game is like, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know, what I would like to do, any music supervisors checking this out, I want to score movies. You know, I scored like a few scenes for Biggie's movie.
Right.
As you can tell, you know, they had me and Mr. They let me actually do it.
Right.
Even in Pac's movie,
Right.
I had like a scene or two that we did it for. So I would rather get into
Right.
doing scenes for movies and making stuff for movies and theatrical or something like that. I mean, the music is good. I'm good with the pub right now.
Right.
The pub is good.
Okay.
I mean, my earlier records don't really make pub,
Right.
but you know, the popular ones do.
Right.
And it's pretty good.
Right.
It's good. It's like, we don't have 401k in hip hop.
Right.
But if you got,
We should.
We
We
need
should.
that.
But-
we should.
to be
We
honest,
should. That's a very
Publishing is that, you think?
publishing is that.
If it's
Get,
if
get
you
a hot
your
ass
shit
record.
together,
Yeah,
right?
get a good record, and then you'd be surprised,
Yeah, it's very true.
because it's almost, you know, it's crazy. Because to be honest, if Kanye didn't do that and I didn't have pub, it'd be a whole different story. If you understand what I'm saying, it's different.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a different story. Pub is important. Anybody out there even wanting to make records, make hit records.
Okay, Marley, we got to take a shot of Tiger Bone. This is a traditional.
Let's go.
This is
Jesus
traditional
Christ.
on the show.
Let's go.
Sorry, I feel like this is the second quarter.
Good.
We got to
go.
do it.
Go ahead, Mr.
I'm not gonna
Leader,
lie.
Tiger.
You know what's so terrible? I wish, because Tiger does not go with the wine.
Doesn't go with anything.
Oh.
It doesn't go with anything, though.
It doesn't go with the wine.
We'll bust it down. We'll bust it
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Appreciate y'all having me up
Nah,
here.
man, because
thank
no,
you,
we
man.
represent
It
our
is.
legends.
I think it was well overdue though, because you know,
Yeah.
I seen
No.
a lot of, you know, it's a lot of misconceptions about Marley Marl out there.
No, we
for
gotta-
years, for years I've been just letting people yap and talk.
Yeah, so
I'm
we
the
got-
quiet dude sitting in the back,
Yeah, we
just
gotta-
watching it. But
We got.
I'm
What
glad
is
y'all-
one of the misconceptions of Marley Marl that you think that happens out here?
One of the misconceptions
Because one, everybody always thought you own Cold Chillin.
Yeah, I did not own Cold
anything
Chillin.
that was Cold Chillin blamed, like they always blamed you.
A misconception is any artist that ever said, "Oh, Marley didn't make that record," and then they went on to do records later, and it never sound like what we did together. That's all I can say.
All right, so this is tradition, eye to eye.
Eye to eye.
Eye to eye. Eye to eye.
Watch the glass.
Eye to eye.
Watch the
I don't like it.
I'll never get used to
I don't
it.
like it. I don't like it.
Woo, that shit is good.
Oh my God, Marty. That's that OG shit.
Yeah.
I never get used to it.
Bet you if I fucking put a flame right here, it'd come out.
Oh my God. I don't like it.
So how was it being in the game back then? You know, you guys, because the people before you, the Marley Marls,
Yes.
the Busy
Pioneers.
Beats, the Pioneers.
I'm not a
Cold Crush.
pioneer.
Shout out to Cold
Right.
Crush.
I'm not a pioneer.
But would you consider yourself a godfather? Because the father comes first and then the...
yeah, I'm a godfather.
The godfather,
How
right?
about a
why
game
would you?
changer? How about a game changer?
But that is a pioneer. And it's-
Yeah.
But the pioneers is the guys that came to America first and slaughtered the Indians.
Oh damn! But
Yeah, yeah.
you
You get what
take
I'm
it
saying? I'm gonna take it
literal,
there.
way literal.
We didn't have to do that.
Right.
They came already.
So the architect is maybe a better
There
word.
you
The
go.
architect.
Right.
There you go.
Because,
Yeah.
There you
because
go.
like you said, like you guys were the first, like private jets and
Right.
showing like that, as opposed to the other people who was before, who was like they didn't really. They said they didn't make money,
I know.
and it was like this was
They
like
look good though.
they looked
They
good.
had cars.
and
had
you know
little
they had leather. They
190s
had
and
leather.
leather and
They
all
had
of that.
leather.
But I
Yeah.
feel like you guys, your era, you guys were the architects of modern hip hop. What became modern hip hop?
Yeah.
What it changed into. What it changed into. There you go. That's true.
You feel like that? I feel like that.
100%, because you're right. No, they ain't seen niggas at Teterboro until we got
Right.
there.
Right. That's real.
That's the real talk.
That's real.
And for those of y'all who don't know what Teterboro is, that's the private
Right.
airport.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's the Clearport.
Yeah, the Clearport. Yes. Yeah.
Clearport. You know what I mean? So we opened that up.
Derek, I feel like you want to come over here, brother.
Can I give my cousin Derek some?
Yeah, Derek. Yeah,
Give Derek Jackson some.
That's
Give
my
my cousin
nigga.
Derek Jackson some.
That is my nigga. I know that
That
nigga
nigga's a
forever.
legend, man.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's a legend, man.
Some motherfucking
and
legend.
you're a legend, Marley.
That's my cousin.
And that's is yeah.
He here without Marley Marl.
God damn it. And Mark, let me just tell you.
There you go.
Let me just tell you, Mark. We here, we like to give our legends their flowers, because so many people, like, we want to give these people their flowers when they can smell them. They trees when
That's
they can
real talk,
inhale
man.
them. They thoughts when they can think them, and they drinks when they can drink them. So many people want to celebrate a hip hop legend, and I look at it, it's like, you know what? These people need their flowers while they're here. You
That's
know what I'm
why the
saying?
fuck I came, man.
This is the reason why we fuck
Yo,
with.
give up the love while I'm alive.
Yeah, why you-
don't wait for me to die and say I was the greatest.
Yeah,
Don't wait.
man.
And this is your
Yeah,
home
don't-
where you're welcome
And
anytime.
you're
That's what I'm
welcome
saying. Don't,
anytime,
and
B.
to anybody
Anytime.
doing it, don't wait till they
Anytime,
die
anytime.
before they.
That's why we created this show.
You know what I'm saying?
So you coming with your movie or your book first? Because I got a little confused. But
I'm working on the book to become the movie.
but let me just
But
tell
my
you
shit's
something.
gonna be real.
Is it the Juice Crew movie that you should come with first? I'm gonna be honest. That's ill. That's the story that the Juice Crew. Like I'm just telling you, it's that
Or
and Wu
his
Tang.
movie
right.
introduces the Juice Crew movie might make more sense.
Right, well,
No,
look,
it's that and Wu
well,
Tang. I'm talking about like that's gonna mess with
Right.
NWA, because you know why? Everybody's still here.
Right.
The movies that with the people that's still here is always gonna be the best movies. That's why I would say, you know, go to that, and then that introduces the Marley Marl. I don't know. I'm just a real fan. Like this is real fan in the fan mode.
You know what I wanted to do?
Yeah.
I want to do my perspective of the way I seen everything.
But your movie could be called The Juice Crew.
Right. It could be.
You,
But I
you the architect.
want my movie to be through my eyes while everything was happening, what I was thinking, what I was seeing, what I was saying, what everything meant to me.
Like you gotta think about it. You're the first RZA. You're like the
No
first
doubt,
Puff Daddy. You're the first. Everybody who like has
Created the first Wu-Tang type of
like that
like
shit. That
crew.
shit came from you. Like I'm proud that I'm from Queens. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt,
Because
no doubt.
and I'm proud of that. So you gotta capture that shit.
Yeah, no doubt. Queens
I think
represent.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. We live in so much of a dumb era that I don't know if you shouldn't drop the book first. The movie might have to come first because niggas ain't reading, Molly. I'm just telling you, these niggas is on scissor and Percocet.
Yes, that's true.
These niggas is on heroin out here.
That's
my
true.
cousin's out here on cocaine. I don't even know.
Yo, niggas leaning over tables like this and shit.
My engineer, my wrestling friend from Peru. These niggas, look, niggas over there dropping bottles. I'm just saying, it's easier because these niggas is dumb in this generation. This might be easier. I'm sorry, I love y'all niggas, but
At least give them an audio book.
they getting way too high. Yeah, audio book
to kill the game.
audio book, and then give them a visual because these niggas is like Marley. They gonna be like that. I ain't gonna front. I don't want to drop a book right now. I know my niggas is dumb. The niggas that fuck with me. I know them niggas. I'm just throwing it out there.
I would say book first to make sure it's complete and right.
Yeah, nah,
to make sure it's
I'm gonna
right.
be honest.
Yeah. But a movie, of course.
The movie, because you gotta answer the Shante, you gotta go right with that. Boom.
Right.
I'm just telling you,
Right.
it's easier to, I'm just saying.
I got faith in the youth, man.
You got faith in the youth or the niggas that fuck with us? 'Cause the niggas that fuck with us is not very smart. I like them. I like them.
We kind of with the era of lyrics.
I like them. But I know exactly who they are. The loud nigga over there, oh, you a Dream Chance man, nigga, I know you. Yeah, I'm sorry, I went too far. I went off the edge. So, you've done everything. What do you think about other producers? Like who was the first person that you saw, like, that you said, damn, he took my blueprint, but in a good way, like, you know, like the next
I would
era?
say Premier.
Premier?
DJ Premier, because he personally told me, he said, yo, Nobody Beats the Biz was kind of like my blueprint because you cut a hook from different parts. So fresh. He's Biz Markie, the star of the show. He's Biz Markie, so fresh. You know what I'm saying? I took different parts and was cutting, I cut the hook.
Yeah.
And he was like, that was my blueprint.
Oh, now I hear you saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. And and other than that was...
He cut the samples, like the samples to make a hook.
Right. He would scratch the samples out
Right.
to make the hook. And and he said he first heard that on Nobody Beats the Biz. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a big honor.
Wow.
Secondly, I would say Pete Rock. I mean, Pete Rock, I mean, the way he took sampling on the drum machine and equipment that he was using was incredible. And the things he was able to do off of those little 5-7 seconds became incredible. By speeding the record up, putting it in fast, and then slowing it down, getting more sample time. I never thought of that. That's almost as dope as Flash with the backspin. 3 revolutions forward, 3 revolutions forward, 3 revolutions backwards. That's genius. Instead of picking the needle up.
Yep.
And recording it fast in small sampling time, and then slowing it down, that's genius right there. Nobody gives him his credit for that.
Okay. The last record you could produce that you could be a part of that you're not gonna produce. You got one producer to hire. Who does Marley Marl get to do the last beat? You could mix it.
Oh, Kanye.
I was about,
What?
I figured I thought you was gonna say that.
Yeah, I fucks with Kanye. I fucks with him.
Ill, man.
He's dope. You know why? You got overlooked like the last year or two.
No, that's dope.
But
Why? Because of the
yeah, because of, but his production and what he did with sampling and started pitching things up.
And he
I
switched it
can't
up in
believe
every
that.
album.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did
That is
something
dope to
different.
hear you say Kanye. That is super dope.
Yo, he took that shit out of this world from what I started. If you know what I mean. I brought it here, he brought it fucking here.
Wait, what are we talking about? Theraflu again?
Theraflu.
So, what did you just say? I'm sorry, I didn't need to be clear.
Kanye will be that person that makes that last final record for me, if it was ever to be made.
Wow.
I would let him do it, and I'll mix it down.
It's gonna happen now off of Drink Champs. Make it happen.
All right.
No, not his last record.
No, not your last. It's just a collaboration.
So in this new generation, who is a person that you would work with in a new generation?
I fuck with Future.
Fuck with Future.
Quick.
I ain't gonna lie, I can hear you with Kendrick too.
Kendrick,
J. Cole, easy.
I'll lace J. Cole and Kendrick. I'll lace them.
Already?
No, I would lace them.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
would
kill
lace
it
them.
with them.
All right, yeah,
I would lace
that'll
them.
be a yeah.
Oh shit! I want to do a CNN, baby.
Shit.
I want to do CNN, baby. Fuck that.
Anthony,
Yo,
Cold Chillin back.
you made history, bro.
Maybe, yeah. Yo, you know, we gotta talk about Rikers Island.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I just want the fans to know how much of a fan I am of you and what you was doing is, you know, we was living in a time where I could have sampled the record,
Right.
and I could have still paid you just from sampling the
Right,
record,
right.
but I didn't want to do that.
Definitely.
I actually wanted to go back in the studio. I wanted to recreate it, and I had G Rap. We did everything.
Yep.
I don't remember if G Rap came to the crib that day or if he came later.
Right.
But I went in with you. Is this correct?
Hell yeah.
We did it correctly.
And you know what's so weird too with me and him? We did a lot of records together, but we didn't work together a lot until then.
Who,
Because
G-Rap?
me and you.
Okay, yeah,
We did
yeah.
a lot of records together.
Right.
Like I was like remixing this for y'all, and doing this, and
This is me on my own.
Right.
Yep.
But now he came back. He was like, "Yo, I got this check for you." And you know what's the crazy shit I gotta say before I get up out of here? A lot of motherfuckers I put on, them niggas never cut me a check when they got on. Bitch ass niggas.
Go, Marley.
You know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers I put the fuck on. And you know, they got in their position and they act like, you know, them niggas never cut me a motherfucking check. So fuck y'all niggas, man. I give it to you. I gotta give you your love because this nigga, he got in position and came back with a check.
Right. And
That's all niggas want.
I was
Y'all made a
honored.
classic too.
That's
No,
what I'm
I was
saying.
honored because I loved Rikers Island so much, and when I went and did the research and it was like, yo, it was you and G Rap, I wanted to pay homage to you both. You know what I'm saying? So I got in a position to do such, and I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it on my own too, because a lot of times we worked before, it was through trash, and I wanted you to know, like, all right, cool.
And it was kind of limited too.
Yeah, it was limited.
Because you wasn't around a lot when they was around.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I did Capone Bone.
Capone Bone.
Because you wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
You wasn't there that
No, they
day.
didn't even invite me to that session. I've been taking that personal for years. Don't worry about that, Marley. It's not your
Petty
fault.
gang
It was
mafia.
them. It was not your. But pick them up. You know, I love them. I speak to Capone all the time. Trash. You know what's going on. And yeah, man, I just love the history. I just love what you did tonight, man. You know, because a lot of people don't hear you talk. A lot of people, you know.
I be silent, man.
Yeah.
I be silent just watching these motherfuckers buffoon their ass, talking that shit.
Yeah, but we live in a day and a time. If
know.
if you
know.
don't actually say, like, if it ain't on camera, it didn't even happen.
That's why I'm here,
you know
baby.
what I'm saying? It ain't happen. So
That's why I'm glad y'all got this platform right here.
man, for
I
legends.
love what y'all doing,
For
man.
legends, man.
I love
for
what the
legends,
fuck
man.
y'all
This
doing,
is for
man.
legends.
That's
like,
real talk.
like so many people, like I just think that that's a disrespect to our culture when people like the you know, wine. Listen, wine is not good unless it ages.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
right.
we can make a wine right now. That shit's gonna be full of sugar. It's gonna be full of whatever.
Right.
But let that shit sit around for 10 days.
Ferment and shit.
You know, and do that, and then you get to see it age. And there's no platform for that for our culture.
That's right.
So me and my friend right here, we sat here and said, you know what? Let's just, and we're gonna do it like that. We want to salute our legends. We want to salute the people who has been seasoned, who's been here for 20 years and stood the test of time,
Gotcha.
and stood here. And every other culture in the world salutes their legends at this time, at this point.
Right.
Why the fuck are we the only culture that just says, oh, okay, you got to be
too
16
old,
years
you
old?
gotta see that,
Like,
yeah.
y'all got y'all shit. You got the, you know, the radio stations and all that. But this is our platform.
Right, no doubt.
And we want to salute our motherfucking legends. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
This is
what
the
I'm
fuck
glad-
this is. And we don't want to do it while they, come on, when people is dead. That's
Yeah.
let's do it in your face. You know what I'm
I
saying? In your
appreciate
face.
the fact that y'all don't wait to cats get in the casket before you tell them what it is. Because, you know, sometimes in life, to be honest, I'm gonna tell you what the most disheartening thing is about the whole industry that I feel is discredit. When somebody, you know, you put in work, you change the game, and somebody wanna try to discredit what you was doing and going with it,
Rewrite history.
fuck out of here. And rewrite history around you.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't be seeing me on all these award shows and all that like you should.
Right.
Because somewhere somebody's trying to write around me.
True.
Right.
That's why my story got to be told. That's why I appreciate you guys doing what you do.
Thank you.
Right.
I appreciate this platform.
Nah,
That's real talk.
Now your story should be told. It has to be told, Marley.
It's real.
I mean, you know, me just even seeing this little Roxanne thing, and then me knowing, I'm just saying, it's just so much that needs to be told. I'm saying everything you said to me just now, I saw it visually. Like I literally saw it. Like when you said, yo, just the Queensbridge apartment alone, just of those records, like if you a hip hop historian and you know those records that you just said and you mentioned, that alone is a movie, bro.
No doubt, no doubt.
That alone is crazy because no one will never know this. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Everyone thinks that a hit record is planned, you know, 16 months in advance. A lot of people don't know. It's the spirit of the moment of the time.
Yep.
And that was the testament of what you just said.
And the craziness, a lot of artists don't even know why they famous. And that's the truth. They don't know why the fuck they famous. They think they put out a hot record. But motherfucker, use the promotion of the month.
Right.
And it clicked. People started to like it. Because the next month you wasn't the promotion of the month. Somebody else was, and the next record didn't work the way that one did. So a lot of artists don't even realize why the fuck they famous. Because you know how record companies work. Who we promoting this week?
Right.
I don't give a fuck what this artist got. We promoting him.
Right.
And you know, a lot of people don't realize that they happen to be in that matrix at the minute. Because I've seen too many superstars try to make records not in the matrix and it doesn't work. I know why exactly every successful record I ever made, I know why it worked. There's certain elements you need to make it work. Maybe that's why I won't make records now. Because there's certain elements you need.
Wow.
And now it's algorithms.
Right, that too. But you know, certain elements you need.
Right.
You know, artists need the ability to make people want to be them, unlike them. I like what he's wearing, I want to wear that. You get what I'm saying? It's not just a record no more. It is a little more to it. Anybody can make a hot record, but do you have the ability to make people like you? Right. Do you have that energy to pull them in, even if you make whack shit? Why do people like Drake? He ain't the best in the world, but he has an energy that pulls you in.
Right.
Why do people like Kanye or Jay-Z or whoever? It's not the music. They have an energy that pulls the people in. So it's more than the music. People got to realize that. It's more than music. There's
It's kind of always been more than music, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, if you that fly cat everybody want to dress like and look like and wear what you wear.
Like Kwame. Kwame wasn't the illest, but when you seen Kwame with that polka dots, I went and got a polka dot shirt.
There you go.
That's
There you go.
fact.
There you go. Hold up, you wore that in left rap?
Definitely not. IS 61 in the school. That's it. That's it. Took it off before I came back. But
But basically, that's what it is.
Right.
You know, there's a magic. There's music, and there's also that energy to pull people in. If you know what I mean. Certain artists have it. Certain people have that. You know, people watch this because you have that. You know, I want to hear what the fuck that nigga Noreaga gonna say today.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I want to hear that shit.
Thank
So you pulling them in. Y'all pulling them in.
Right.
So there's a certain energy. It's more than what you do. It's that energy to be able to pull people in. Because anybody could do this. But if you don't have the energy to make people want to look, fuck you.
Right.
And that's the basic. That's just how it is.
Is there anything? Is there anything you would want to do over?
Is there anything I would like to do over? What I would do over?
Yeah. Anything.
I would like to make Kill That Noise over.
Ooh.
Damn.
What would you do differently on that?
Yeah.
I probably would use different drums. I probably would use the drums that we was winning on, because they won with my drums the same way.
Right.
So I would probably make Kill That Noise with Impeach the President drums.
Ooh.
The same way they did with Bridges Over. That's what I would do. If I could turn back the hands of time. Because recently, you know, me and Shan got together, we redid the bridge and Kill That Noise over for movies and stuff. You know, we made new masters, we got back together. I got the original samples that I used and we re-chopped everything up and he did his vocals over.
Wow.
And then I was sitting back with with Kill That Noise, and I switched the drums up. I put In Peace the President drums on Kill That Noise. That shit was so motherfucking hot. I was like, yo, this is what I should have did in the beginning. But I had so much stuff that I didn't rely on my old sound like that. Because I was moving on. But I wish I would have used those drums on Kill That Noise.
Do you feel like y'all lost that battle? Or?
I feel that people are stupid as hell for believing in them. Because we never said that.
And for the record, never said hip hop started.
Right. We never said that hip hop started in Queensbridge.
Right.
So I feel like people got bamboozled.
Right.
But you know, it's all good.
So that was like the first trolling?
Yeah.
It's like Trump, fake news, Trump shit.
Yeah, there you go. That was the first fake news record.
Smart on their part.
Yeah, no doubt,
that,
no doubt. Because they you know, it's like they preyed upon people's stupidness at that point.
Right.
It looked like.
And if it's on record, it's true.
Right. They played on the stupidness of you believing in that shit because we never said it.
Right.
That's like somebody like, yo, you know, somebody said you said something. You know you ain't say it, but you know, whoever get the overhand people may believe that shit if you don't say nothing.
Now, where was you at when you found out Prodigy was passing?
Oh man, I think I was in Japan. Yeah, I was in Japan. You know, I go overseas a lot, and I always check, you know, the internet when I wake up, and I saw it. I was like, yo, get the fuck out of here, because the weirdness is, I had just hired him to work with EXPG a few days before he passed. I think the show before he went to Vegas.
Vegas, yeah.
The show before Vegas, he was with us at EXPG.
Wow.
And we was taking pictures, laughing, joking, blah, blah, blah. And after they did that, then I went to Japan. And then they went to where they was going. And then it was like so crazy because I just took pictures with dude. Like 2 days before. It was crazy to me. That was crazy. And I felt that he won't be the last one. There's more. You know, there's more people gonna pass. We don't live forever. And you know, the good thing about, you know, hip hop and being an artist is whatever you do when you're alive, it lives longer than you. You know, we won't be here no more, but people still be playing our music. Still talking, you know, we'll still live after we're not here. And that's the one of the benefits of being an artist. And you know, it was kind of sad because I just was with dude. I just was with him. Just was with him like 2 days before everything happened.
Well, God bless him.
Yeah,
God bless his
him.
family.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Prodigy.
Yes.
Marley Marl.
Havoc, still keep making them beats. We need you out here.
For real.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let it slow you down. You know what I mean?
When Nas did the Bridge is Over, the bridge, not is over, excuse me, Nas did the bridge, what was it? He had put all the artists from Queensbridge on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Did you do the beat or no? He just sampled it.
I think
Was it LES?
I think maybe somebody else made the beat, but I was on the record. I was on the intro.
Okay, cool.
That's what happened. I was part of that.
Right.
Nas be looking out. I can't front.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're from two different eras, but you know, he always look out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful
Always,
thing.
and he always show love every time I see him. So you know, like I said, when the torch was passed, they did a great job with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
With the music business with me, I'm not thinking about it.
Right.
I'm on technology right now.
Right.
I got technology that's gonna change the world.
What you mean? Come on,
You
tell
working
us.
on
Come on,
tech?
man.
I
You on
got
some
technology
apps?
to change the world
You on some
that
Steve
people are not
Jobs
even
shit?
thinking about yet. You know, I'm ahead of the average
That's in line with music?
in life. I got the answer.
Can't share some information with us?
Nah. It's all patented, bro.
Okay, good.
It's
Do your
already
thing.
patented, but you know, we working on some technology right now.
Well, do your thing, man. Do your thing, man. We proud of
If
you.
I could think about putting hip hop in a goddamn machine and change hip hop, I could do a lot of other things.
Right, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. See, me personally, man, you know, I'm on a quest to have hip hop control all aspects of media. Like, to me,
I don't think that if we should wake up in the morning and we want to watch a sports show, I think that sports show should be hosted by Jadakiss.
No doubt.
I think when we want to go watch a weather show, that shit should be hosted by Jim Jones.
Yeah.
That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I want to. That's why I'm doing this, because I just feel like hip hop. It's about time we control our media, and what I mean by that, because hip hop is its own race. It's not. I ain't talking black, white. I'm talking about hip hop and hip hop. So this is the reason what we doing. You know what I mean? And we having a goddamn fun doing it. Yep. We want to respect people like you and continue to respect people like you. Let you know you got this outlet. It's wide the fuck open, and this is Drink Champs motherfucking pop. You want any more? If you got anything, I feel like you got one more thing you want to say.
Nah, I just want to say if anybody want to get in touch with me, it's at Marley Skills.
Okay.
On Instagram.
Okay.
DJ Marley Marl and Facebook stuff, but at Marley Skills at Instagram and Twitter. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Get at your boy, shit. You know what I'm saying? Any investors that want to get into some real money, get at me because I got that technology for that ass.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to sign that non-disclosure. But, we up on that. But we there. This is what I do, man. The music thing is gonna be what it's gonna be. Let these young kids do what the fuck they want to do. Because it's their shit right now.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah,
I don't judge them niggas.
Yeah, let them do it. Let them do what the fuck they want to do. Because it's only evolution. You know what I mean? And let's have a good day. That's all it is. And think freely. That's real talk.
Make some noise.
That's real talk.